I'm just wild about animal crackers, animal crackers. I can't live without animal crackers, bears and tigers haunt me all day. And when
And with today's topic, you have a lot of crazy things going on in today's world. Um, we're going to just pretty much break it down, wind it up, and really get you excited about this. So sit back and plug in and get them testosterone juices pumping. It's time for the Loki and Jabroni Show.
I always wait for the laugh because that's my
Got it.
new favorite part. You've extended that to include the laugh at the end. I really, really dig that. Guys, welcome to the Loki and Jabroni Show. It is a fine Tuesday night. It is hotter than hell here in the Northeast, but you know what? It's hotter.
Gonna keep going.
Exactly.
It's gonna keep doing it.
This show is going to be hot this week. My name is Jabroni Chris Burns. I am the redneck Adonis, the melted ice cream. If I take off my shirt, to my immediate right.
I am Loki, as always. Portugal Viking on Twitter, as my people, my people know me.
Your people have come out in force
My
this week, and
people.
I got a comment from one of them as we go along. I'll mention my Twitter thing eventually. But speaking of Twitter, somebody who doesn't play with as much as he says he does.
Eddie Focus.
Hi.
He plays with it.
He plays with it
I play
often.
with Twitter.
He plays with Twitter.
Twitter is the greatest thing ever.
I'm starting to enjoy it more.
You can enjoy it even if you're not.
Don't hit that button.
That button.
Oh, it's not working.
See? Here comes the C&J
No.
Speedway review music again.
I'll get back to that because I changed that sound. Damn it.
Okay. Well, we're waiting
Apparently you didn't.
for it. So everybody's doing okay today?
Swear I did.
Survey
Yes.
says.
Yeah, right. Everybody's doing okay. That's a good thing. A lot of news stories on the table tonight, but the favorite part of the show for a lot of you guys is what's on your mind right now? Random Jones. Let's hit it. You want to start?
Well, I did the open. I don't.
Well, fuck it. I'll start
Go
with it
for
then.
it.
Why
Yeah.
not? We got a new subscriber that I want to make mention of.
I love the name too, by the way.
Max
For
Sterling.
those of you that are fucking anime nerds, dude, that's old school right there. That's
yeah, it is.
he.
And I didn't get it.
Do you know
until
who Max
said it.
Sterling is?
I didn't. It didn't register until you said it. To be honest.
I know.
Well, of course you
I
guys.
just think
know.
it's funny because Max Sterling is like the mouse of the group. You know, I don't know, and I gotta find out. I'm gonna make a Twitter announcement and find out who this person
Yes,
is.
because I want to know. Because I want to read the comment. Very nice. I have to say right off the bat, there are some things that we're going to talk about in just a minute. But he says, "Hi, I'm a new listener at Portugal Viking right here.
That's me.
Turned me on to the show."
I turn on a lot of people though.
Yeah,
I
you do.
really
You've been
have.
working it.
I've been blowing that up a lot, so that I am kind of curious because I have a lot. I've jumped up like what over like 250 followers on Twitter in the
Yes.
last. I'm actually doing a giveaway, which is very
Ooh,
exciting.
Matter of fact, I haven't jumped up in so many followers since I started actively following the people you're following.
See,
Right,
exactly. It's just a really cool crew.
Because most people, you follow them, they follow you back. Which
No,
is a good
well,
thing.
yeah, for the most part, it depends. If you like, I have a very firm belief in Twitter. Like, I do the follow for follow if you're an interesting person. Like, I consider myself an interesting person.
You are an
So-
interesting person.
So therefore,
I don't like dudes
Right.
that suck.
right? See, that sucks.
There you go.
But if you're not an interesting person, it's why am I going to want to sit there and just listen to you ramble on about bullshit? Like, I don't
Right.
want to listen to you just complain about how your dick doesn't fit in your sock pant. Like, come on, man. Like, that's
Wait a minute. There are people that actually say that?
probably.
I gotta get on
I
Twitter
don't.
more.
I don't. there's some wine abouts.
I
as
don't
like
want to say
call
they're
them.
my kind of people, but those are the people I like to follow because you're like, it makes you feel better about yourself, first of all. And you're like, what the actual fuck? Somebody took the time and the energy to type that.
Fuck yeah. Oh, dude, the time and energy to type a lot of fucking shit.
Oh, my God.
They before we go on to that real quick,
Mhm.
Alexa Bliss got fucking tormented.
Yes.
And not only just on Raw with their "You Suck" chants, or it wasn't even "You Suck." It was just
Wasn't there at one point they were chanting "You did porn" because the
I think
photos
yes.
leaked back in the
yes,
day?
yes, and she was like saying disrespectful on Twitter and stuff like that. That was very disrespectful.
I'm not a big fan of that, but remember we grew up in the
Welcome.
Attitude
Right.
Era and ECW, and
Thank
we would chant at Francine, "She's got herpes,
yes, dude.
she's a crack whore."
Sonny, the things we said to
Oh
Sonny.
my- show your tits, show your tits,
God,
which I shouldn't be
dude.
saying. But
Like, I mean, it was just insane, though, man, insane. So I made a comment, and I'm not gonna lie. My comment was very simple. With the money that you make, maybe you can get some thick skin. You know, it's not. And
Perfect.
I might have gotten blocked
Perfect.
by Alexa Bliss, and I might be a little upset about that. But you know, whatever. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
you just became my new hero.
That comment pissed
You
you
just
off,
became my new hero.
you know, whatever. But it's the truth, man.
You were nice
You-
about it too.
You
You
brought
could have
up,
been so
but
angry.
you brought up the Raw era,
Yeah,
and,
the
and,
Attitude
and you
Era.
know, like, yeah, exactly. And thank you, the Attitude Era. And let me tell you, dude, that was, dude,
the best of times.
they
The action was great. The promos were great. Everything was great.
your jaw dropped on the floor all the fucking time.
Oh yeah, and consider half the things they were saying to the crowd.
Yeah, exactly. So that's my point. So today, this is what we're dealing with.
Yeah,
This is
a lot of wussification.
there's just, yeah, everybody has to have a voice.
Right.
Everybody has to
Well,
have a
speaking
voice.
of a voice, let's go back to our
Yes,
friend
let's
Max
go back
Sterling,
to Max.
Robotech Jones.
That's like
Now,
45
he
people
kind
in
of
my head.
contradicts himself, and I do want to kind of, Max, if you're out there at Seaburns19,
There's no way his name is Max
No,
Sterling.
but-
I'm telling you right
dude,
now.
throw me a follow, and I want you to explain some of these points. We love you, thank you. No, we're not picking on you. Thank you so much, but I got to know what some of these points mean. Starting with,
It's whoever unfollows me tomorrow, number one.
right, trying to catch up on the great content, though it seems scatterbrained at some points. But okay, it's great content, but we get it. We go off the rails, and we
We
both
do.
admit it all
We
the time.
do. No, we say it.
Both of us,
Actually,
all the
I'll tell
time.
you. Yeah, we've said it before. Like, you know, sometimes
And we try to pull
will-
it back.
No, we eventually do. We eventually.
It's the story of 207 episodes now, and we just went off the rails just a minute ago with Alexa Bliss. So
See?
already, Scatterbrain Jones, get over it.
All right,
Uh,
so that point is right.
Right, that point is correct. I'll give you that. Loki, I miss your hair. Yeah, right. 1 point. Hey, let's put it up on the board right now. 1 for Max.
Ding.
Right. All right, Loki, I miss your hair. So he obviously.
So do I,
either-
dude.
he's-
But you know what?
He's either seen the past episodes or he knows you like in real life. We don't know.
Well, no, because my
Oh, your Twitter picture has your.
I changed it now. I'm
I
doing
saw
the
that.
lightning bolt now.
Yes.
But no, before it was me and the boys. So I did have my
Yeah, you did.
hair then. So
Should have seen it when it was long and strong, man. This guy was rock
Well,
star.
but okay, ding, whatever. I'm over it though. So
All right, do we give that point? Yeah. Do we
Yeah,
give
so
that
you're
point to
muted.
Max?
You're
yeah, you're
muted,
muted.
guy.
I don't know why you did that.
we give him
We
give him
can't-
a half of. No, I'll give him a full one. Why
All right,
not? Fuck
let me-
it.
Let me
Fuck it.
I'm,
Go ahead.
I'm marking this down.
2
Max,
points for Max.
Max versus us. Okay, 2 points for Max. Currently, we are 0-2 against Max. Ed, speak out more. You obviously are new. because there are times we can't shut him up. But that's the beauty of it. When we became the
I don't.
three-headed
Well, he did
monster-
say he hasn't caught up to any yet. He hasn't
Okay.
caught up to all the episodes.
We get that point.
And there has been a few. I will say that. You
Oh,
know.
yeah.
We'll do half a point.
No, fuck that. We gave him a full point on the first
Okay.
one.
No, that
We're
works.
taking
that works.
that point.
Okay, that works. That works.
Jabroni, do you need a 12-pack to function for every show? Not every show, but if you've seen some of the other ones, if you can
It
count,
depends on which one he's watching now.
right? I think. Oh God, going back to we did 2 episodes in one day. We did our regular, and then we recorded ahead of time. Nathan Hunt.
Yep.
This is back episode 9. So episode
What's your point?
episode 9, we had to wait 2 hours because of a miscommunication between us and the publicist. So by the time we went hot, we were wrecked. Nate was wrecked, and we got more wrecked along the way. I think my record is 10.
Are
If
you
can
playing
find-
devil's advocate or helping him out?
No.
Because I think that point goes to Max.
Well, 1 episode out of 207. Nope, I'm giving the point to us because I think my limit has always been like somewhere between 8 and 10. So not a 12-pack. Technically, you're wrong. Giving the point to us.
You better split that.
All
Cut
right.
that shit.
I'll give-
It's not a 12. It's a 10.
I'll give him a point too. Here's where we get a point back. When you answer a question, can you not beat around the bush for 10 minutes making the same point? We all do that.
Oh,
it's
my
part of
God.
the thing we do here. Sometimes we get off the rails.
I'm
Guess
going to have
what?
to go back and listen to a few.
Okay, point for us. Other than that, thanks for the invite. Liking what I see so far. Thank you, Max. We're not picking on you.
What's your
but
name? We know your name's not
You're
Max.
not Max Sterling. You're probably like Bob Jones.
But it's
from,
funny, though. But it is funny. I don't care.
Yeah, I love it.
really think that's awesome.
I think that's awesome.
And I hope you're one of the... Who's listening right now?
I don't know. We haven't gotten anybody on the
Oh.
feed. We got a couple people watching. So, guys, say something, share something. I shared its Facebook.
Maybe
and
Max
Twitter.
is in the building now. Hey, Max, say hi.
Yeah, right.
You're in the building.
It's open chat, bro. Let's
We
do
like-
this.
We like some points, and if anybody else thinks that Jabroni
we need
rambles...
to be fair. We're mocking him a little bit, but we should point out that Max Sterling was the best Veritech pilot.
No, he was. He
Yeah.
was. No,
And-
absolutely.
Oh,
the
and
whole-
I have one more.
And
the
he,
whole
and he married
Robotech
Mira.
Force.
So,
oh,
you know.
wow. Oh, I forgot about that.
Well, she's an alien.
So I got
So?
I got one more
Aliens
thing
are
for
hot.
Max.
That's why we got to build that
So,
wall.
so hey,
Yeah.
your hero there, fucking James Tiberius Kirk, had plenty of sex with aliens, my friend.
First of
Green
all,
bitches.
All right,
first of all, it never happened.
purple bitches
Actually,
too.
Purple
I
bitches,
shouldn't
that's
say
right.
anything. My one, only, and favorite Robotech
And
character.
technically, isn't O'Hara
married
an alien?
married to Zentradi.
Is she really?
Is O'Hara's a fucking alien too, isn't she?
Or is she just a black chick from Chicago?
No way.
No, she actually came from one of the African countries.
Okay.
Her name is Nyota O'Hara.
Okay.
I
I
forget
thought
which
her
one though.
father was like an alien or something weird like that.
Well, I'm gonna give Max one
No.
last thing.
Bullshit.
First of all, they freaked out that Spock was on the bridge. They weren't gonna have another one.
Oh my lord! See, ice should have been a thing back then. Already, we have now reached the trigger point, and
So
we can't go back.
I was
Who's triggered?
I was busy feeding the kids. So
Who's
did
triggered?
Max win? I
Tie, basically a tie. But Max, in your honor, because you gave such a spirited comment, here, this one's for you, bro. Let's just make
That's
things
probably
happen.
what he's listening to.
Yeah, right. So
He's probably counting those.
yeah, Ed's got. Well, there you go. That's the first one you've heard. Keep counting, kid. Want
I
an
won't
answer
bring up
next week.
that beer episode.
Oh my
No,
god!
that's what I said.
The
I
only
don't-
episode where I cut the second half. Of
I don't think he even made it that far. He can't. He couldn't. If he's starting say now, or it depends. If he's
No,
starting-
because there was the whole month.
No,
Yeah,
he had to
go
be
back.
started going backwards.
Yeah.
Because I would tell people go backwards.
Yeah.
That's what I usually say, and then catch up.
And then you learn.
Like do like the last 20. If for those new followers, like literally take because there's a lot of content out there.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally take the next 15, the last 15, go through them, and that'll give
but
you a
you're
good
missing
standing.
for 10 of those. I'm sorry, 8 of those
Yeah.
because we took 2 weeks off.
Right, but that'll give you a good idea of where we're our new setup and where we're going and where it is at.
Gotcha.
And then as you were progressing through and waiting for the
you
next
were
new
missing
episode.
for one. You went to the race.
No, not this year.
No, a
No,
couple
that was
years ago.
it was a while ago.
A couple years ago, yeah.
Yeah.
But I always called in. Always did
And
the.
I had the silent one.
Oh yeah, he was fun.
Oh,
you
yeah.
had ribs.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the best drop in ever.
I like ribs.
You had ribs. I like ribs. Like, yeah, we're in fucking North Carolina. What else you gonna eat?
Awesome.
PBJ?
Yes. Love fucking ribs.
All right.
All
Does
right,
anybody
so-
else? I just wanted to bring that comment out. Thank you, Max.
I
Wonderful,
do.
wonderful.
I do have one thing on my mind.
What's that?
after August. We will be moving into bigger and better things.
I
Oh, yeah,
heard.
yes, yes. We're going to be having a studio being actually set up where the permanent green screen will be there.
It is actually we ditched.
He
the
was
screen.
actually supposed to put
Okay.
sexy cyber bitches behind us,
Yeah,
but he has
we
failed
wanted.
the city
What
again.
did we call it? Sexy cyber hose.
Cyber hose.
Yeah.
Cyber hose.
Here
Cyber hose.
you
you
go,
know.
Max.
See, these guys, they just don't appreciate nothing.
Count it down, Max. We got you, bro. We love you. Don't look. We're not picking. Yeah, we're picking on you a little bit, but anybody who takes the time and the effort to say
Hey,
something
it's
to
better
us,
than
we care.
anybody else that's been up there. He left the
I
fucking
don't know.
comments. All I gotta
Xanthia
say.
from
I
a
mean,
couple weeks ago left us some
I see.
nice
That's
comments,
what I'm saying.
but
There's some comments right there too. That it doesn't. You don't have to fucking kiss people's
Xantaxia,
asses.
Sorry.
You don't have to kiss people's ass. I mean, you can leave an honest opinion. And
Sure.
leave it the way
We
the fuck it is,
appreciate
you know?
honest. We don't want to be the echo chamber.
It'd be helpful on iTunes.
Yeah, go to iTunes right now, Apple Podcasts, leave a 5-star review. You don't even have to say anything other than I'm wearing shoes. Just leave 5 stars.
I like
it helps
shoes.
the algorithm. We're all wearing shoes right now, just so you know. So, Ed,
Uh-huh.
well, fuck. See?
In my house.
Yep.
All right, anybody else got anything on their mind? I know you said the new studio. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm very excited about
Yes.
that actually. I mean, other than the fact that we're getting ready to. I mean, one of the things I want to talk about, we're going to talk about anyway. So I'm just going to go. I'll lead right into that. How
Mhm.
about that? My what's on my mind is also one of the biggest things that I'd like to talk about right now, and that's the Naruto run to Area 51. They can't shoot us all. Now, first of all, dude,
Thank you for leading off with this.
can I just say I am so proud of my snowflake generation. I am. I've made fun of you guys for so long, and if you don't follow through this, number one, I'm gonna be very upset. Very upset with you. You were born for this. You were born for this. You're gonna born. I literally want to see 50,000 people Naruto running. I tested this today at work.
Okay.
I Naruto run. You do actually run faster. So fast, I actually went past where I was supposed to go. I couldn't control it anymore. So I'm a little too old to Naruto run. Unfortunately, I join you on this. So here's the plan.
Oh, God.
They're gonna meet on the outskirts of Area 51 in different areas. The idea is that they cannot fire at all of them. And actually, we've brought up this point before. I mean, somebody has been actually shot recently.
Mhm.
It was January, I believe. Somebody was caught on site and somebody was killed. It's a military
You can't just
institution.
walk into a military
No,
installation
no,
and
it's-
expect to walk away clean.
Right. It's
Unless you're David Duchovny.
It's
Right.
gonna
Well,
gonna
that's
happen.
different.
It's gonna happen, right? So they want to obviously bring this more so. Now, I'm gonna go on record as saying I wouldn't like to say, would you want to shoot somebody?
Depends. I wouldn't want to, but life on the line.
No, life on the
Yeah.
line. I hear you, but
You're gone.
But 20,000 people literally Naruto running at you. Would you consider that like a?
Here-
I mean,
Here's what I think about this. It reminds me of the Million Man March. We're gonna take 1 million strong into Washington, and we're gonna fight for civil rights and all this stuff. And 38,000 people showed up.
right.
Okay.
At least they
So
showed
now,
up.
We're gonna come in 20,000 strong and storm Area 51, and we want to know what's inside. Like you mentioned, first of all, military installation. Go fuck yourself. You're not getting in. Not even with a pass. I don't care who wrote out for you. You don't get in without a pass.
Yeah, I was. Once you get
All right.
past the guns, yeah. What are you
Second,
gonna do? You're gonna
This
start
is
beating up.
supposedly a secret military installation. How the fuck do you know where you're going? Let's start there. It's not like you can Google.
Oh, we
Google
know
map
where
it.
it is.
The installation's never been secret.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the content.
It's the contents
Okay.
inside. We know
Now,
where
second,
it is. As a
here-
matter of fact, there's plenty of videos. You can go out and see people like
Sure,
traveling on
okay.
the outskirts.
I did not know.
You can Google Earth it right now.
Okay, I
Yeah.
might try that. But third point, and this is the one that gets me the most because I follow a lot of different pages, and I'm seeing that a lot of the people that want to go to Area 51 are, surprise, flat Earth morons. If you don't believe in space and you don't believe in aliens, I think more flat Earth morons should go.
Send 'em in
to
front.
Area 50. Yeah, exactly. Send them in first. The ones that don't get killed for their own stupidity, get inside, find ET, and then realize you don't live on a fucking pizza with a dome over
Let's
it.
talk strategy. So you're storming a fort. That's what it is,
Right.
basically. It's a big fort.
Essentially, yes.
Send in the flat earthers first.
Yes.
That first wave is going to get
Let
obliterated.
Let Nathan Thompson carry
While
that
they're
flag.
reloading, the other 250,000 storm it.
Well, or you go in at different angles. I mean, it's not like it's like anything else. I mean, if you have the numbers, if you want to play the numbers game, you're gonna win. I don't care how many guards you have up there. You have 15 guards in the front, right?
Give or take.
Say they're expert marksmanship. They're
You'd have to be
they're
to guard
incredible.
a military
Right?
installation.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You couldn't just be a
Good example.
sharpshooter. You have to be expert.
You'd have to be the best of the best.
40 out of 40 every
Right.
time.
You'd
at
have to be
DRM.
the Death Watch of
Yes.
fucking the military, right?
You are Chris Kyle
There you
all
go.
day long.
So Chris Kyle can probably, on average,
Not anymore.
Not anymore, right? But
Too soon?
on
Maybe.
never. On average, say a sharpshooter of his talent, of his caliber, can take under pressure with an automatic weapon. What would you say? 15 people in.
Can we point out that the number of people that signed up is up to 1.2 million?
It
Really?
is, dude.
How
It's,
many are- a
it's,
million-man
it's
march?
insane. It's insane.
Headline from Gizmodo: Everyone wants to infiltrate Area 51. Here's how to do it.
Right.
Oh.
Right. No, I mean,
Does
this is
does that qualify as treason?
Why?
Telling
Yes.
people to storm?
No.
no.
Why?
That doesn't. That's a story.
Okay.
If you do it, keep in mind. If you do it, it can be considered treason.
Treason is only if you sell secrets to the enemy.
What makes you think that some of these snowflakes who already say like "fuck the troops" and "fuck the police" and
Oh, as soon as
"I'll
they get
kill
it, what
your
do you think
baby."
they're going to do? It's not
Yeah.
going to be for free, dude. They're going to be on their phones.
Oh yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
The world knows. Treason.
All right, I'm going to stop you right there, though. That is assuming that the American people are the enemy.
If we're hiding alien technology, what does that instantly make
Does-
America? No,
okay.
what does that make us instantly?
I might devil's advocate this a little bit. Why is it prudent for somebody in Muskogee, Oklahoma, to know they found a 3-headed rat come off a spaceship?
Let's not
It
talk
just-
rats.
that just scares
Let's
the
talk
shit out of
weapons.
people.
Let's
Weapon?
talk
Well,
weapons.
okay.
What if they actually took some of these the technology from some of these UFOs? We don't know what the fuck is down there. These guys are just assuming like, okay, so
It's not going to be all cute little ETs. if
we're
there's
talking
anything down there.
19. What was it? 70 when
Roswell.
Roswell
53.
first 50. See, even there you go, even further.
I shouldn't know this,
So
but I watch way too many of these UFO
53.
conspiracies.
Think about that. 53, man. That was
Still
an
on one
alien.
max.
That was an alien back then. You don't think since then they've either A, tried to get their buddy alien,
Mhm.
B, figured out what happened to their buddy alien.
That's only if Buddy Alien has a tracking device in his ass.
Right. Well,
You don't know.
they're flying through space. I'm pretty sure they got something.
Right?
So now they come down here, but we're ready for them because we found Buddy and we know your technology. So you come back to us 10 years later and we blast Buddy C and B out of the sky.
Can we get
Now we have all their stuff down there.
Can we get producer Eddie Focus before the next week or so to give Harambe a friend on our updated like scroll? Harambe and Buddy the Alien, because Mike has already named him Buddy. He's got a name. We just need like Harambe and Buddy the Alien.
Come end of August, everything's changing.
All right.
there you
So
go. But I mean, so now, like I said, now you have all this technology down there. I mean, we don't know what the hell they have. Dude, they have drones, and this is they've discussed this that could individually pick you out of all of us, and they're assassination drones. They're just built to just find and kill you.
Yeah.
That's it.
They
you
can
know
put
what
a
I'm saying?
Scud missile up your ass from
That's-
30,000 miles away.
That's what the
CIA is
technology
using all
we-
kinds of
right,
crazy shit.
exactly. So now imagine the technology that they have down there. Did you see that movie Kin?
No, not yet.
Watch that movie
I will.
Kin. That is a really good movie. The kid finds the alien weapon. Well, it's technically an alien weapon. Gotta watch it. I'm telling you,
Okay.
fucking awesome. But same idea. What if they have something like that where this thing can literally just nuke a wall? And then, you know what I mean?
Well,
or devil's advocate. What if they storm in there, and the only thing that's in there is piles and piles of office supplies and a single guy saying, "Excuse me, you can't come in here because
Yeah.
10mm
I was told
sockets.
that that's like where all the office supplies, all the office supplies for the U.S. military is held in Area 51.
Okay, you see why he's laughing? How many 10mm sockets have you lost in your lifetime?
They're all at Area 51.
They're all at Area 51 with the office supplies and the $20,000 toilet seats that we've been hearing about for years and years. That's what
And
he's
socks.
stockpile.
And
Yes,
socks.
the odd socks.
This is what really surprises me. Like the president hasn't tweeted about this at all.
He's all for it. I'm telling
sure
you
he
right
is.
now, he is all for it. I'd be all for it.
I'd be like-
our
I'd be
Area
like,
51
go
is
ahead.
the biggest. It's huge.
Tell you what, you're okay. I'm telling the guy at the front door right now. Let you in.
Go
He's
ahead.
got to listen because
Drew says,
I'm the president.
Drew says ET's come back, and we need to call Will Smith. We need his help again.
Welcome to Earth.
So,
Mother.
I mean, yeah, do we hire these? Go ahead. I say take Tom Cruise and fucking Will Smith. They're
Sure.
both Scientologists.
I-
Throw 'em out
On a
there.
serious note, like
I
love.
think you're
fuck.
thinking Scientologists are scientists, and
No, I'm not.
I
I'm
know,
saying they're
fucking with you.
useless, so throw them the fuck out there.
Flat Earthers,
I don't wanna-
Scientologists.
I don't want to go on a tangent on this. I'm just making one point. But
Oh hell, you're
I would
rambling,
love,
Max. This one's for you.
I would love for this to get pulled off because it would totally negate any arguments that gun control people have about, oh, you'll never be able to stand up to U.S. military. 500,000 strong, 1.2 million strong storming a military installation.
Yeah.
They get all
Yeah,
those
people will
numbers.
die. The
But-
military
Well, that's
will lose.
Also, that's what I'm saying.
They would have to bomb the facility.
Right. And,
I mean,
and
1.2 million, and even CNN is like, the military put out a statement. We stand ready. Whatever, buddy.
Yeah.
good fucking luck, bro.
Okay.
I know we know. I'm from a military family. You guys have been in the military. They are slow to react when it comes to being in the country.
Exactly.
So they're on the phone like,
And we've said
can we
that,
get
yes.
reinforcements? No, not right now. They're all at the border.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Yeah. We're spread all over the place. Well, they got 1 million people, and it's September 20th, and they're coming. You
we
know?
should throw out there as a disclosure. We're not encouraging everybody to do it.
No,
you
no,
will
thank
get
you.
hurt.
Thank
Yes.
you. Yes.
And if you don't get
We-
hurt,
no,
you will
we said
know
it right in the
somebody who
beginning.
will
We
get
said it
hurt.
right in
They
the
will
beginning.
lock you up in Gitmo if
We
you
said it
don't
right
get
in the
hurt.
beginning. Somebody got shot in January, and this is the whole reason why they brought this up. This
Yeah.
is a military. It's a base. You're
It
going to
is.
get shot. You're
You know-
not allowed on this. Go on and there's been a couple close calls
Are they
on a
hiding
couple
shit?
videos.
Probably. It's the
Fuck yeah.
fucking
It's
military.
the government.
Military's been hiding
Military,
everything.
government,
The
whatever.
military sends boys out to die and they don't tell them why.
Right.
Right?
Exactly.
They're not
I mean,
old
come
enough to
on.
drink, but they're old enough to get shot through
The,
the fucking head.
the only
Yeah.
difference is it's one of the most well-known establishments right now
Yes.
in our territory. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's
like,
got so
there's
much
probably
past.
nothing in there, but
10mm sockets, office supplies, and $20,000.
I'm sure there's a
toilet
10
seats.
million, 10 millimeter socket in there that costs like $800,000 to make because the government sucks.
Of course
at
it
everything.
does, because
I
everybody
bet.
loses the motherfuckers. That's why they're so expensive,
I-
right?
Right.
you can't buy them individually. If you do, they're like fucking
Right.
$15.
This is how you trigger
Straight.
a mechanic. You just have the
Straight.
10mm socket is all
no,
right
it's
there.
fucking bullshit, man.
Oh,
That's
I
exactly where
don't
it's
want to
gone.
see. I don't want to see carnage. I don't want to see anything.
I don't want to see it on our
There are
soil either,
ways-
but that's gonna be, then
Yeah, it'll be. It would be the
Oh.
worst thing since Kent State.
Another comment says Andrew. He says it's like trying to get onto the White House lawn. Do it, you can get shot.
no, absolutely.
Because
I mean,
it's government
yes,
property.
In fact, they disciplined a Secret Service cop for just tackling someone.
yes.
He's
Yeah.
got orders.
Yeah, it's like, why did you just tackle him? Why didn't you shoot him? Like, he didn't get fired, thankfully. I
Yeah.
think he made the right call, but
He was like, because I didn't see he was
a fucking baby
jeopardizing.
walked on the lawn. They're gonna shoot him.
Yeah.
Maybe. What's Archie doing these days? Is he in England right now?
Bombay.
Don't
That's fried. That's fried baby. Fried.
Fried
no,
baby?
fried lovely. That's what it is.
Oh, okay.
fried lovely.
All right.
Fried lovely.
Yeah.
Anybody else on
Bombay.
Area 51?
I just gotta say, dude, if we can do something like this to get 1 million, what is it, 1.5
1.2 million have signed
or
up
whatever,
so far.
1.2 million people to sign up to storm Area 51, and we can't get them to fucking go give a sandwich to like fucking homeless people. Like,
Amen.
what the fuck, man? Where our passion is so diluted.
Misplaced priorities.
It just blows my mind with the power that we have to actually to put stuff together and the social media the way it is and even this proves it. You can get 1.2 fucking million people to Naruto run a mountain. Come on, people.
Well, look at
like
remember the guy with the potato salad? All those people he got to chip into that Kickstarter for
Yeah.
the giant potato salad.
Yeah.
I mean, all good on him. He made the potato salad.
Yeah,
he
he
flew
did.
everybody out to eat it.
Nice.
But still, the number of people that contributed to him making a potato salad,
was pretty embarrassing.
it really was.
And then you go out there and you're like, yeah. Do you think any of those people still talk? We'll call them the potato salad people.
Okay.
Do you think the potato salad people still talk?
I'm sure they've made friends and certain things like the Pussy March. I'm sure they made friends
Pussy
during the Pussy March too. Don't get me started. I'm gonna go with a positive news story. Yeah, I know. All right,
Yeah, take it away.
All right, so you're a baseball fan. I'm a baseball fan.
I heard that.
A week before the All-Star game,
No.
California, Anaheim Angels pitcher Tyler Skaggs was found dead in his hotel room, age
Mm-hmm.
28. Nobody knows why. His best friend on the team was verklempt. They did the tribute in Texas because that's where they were. The night after the All-Star break, the Angels are back home, and they all wore the number one by one, took off their jersey, and placed it on the mound. He was a pitcher.
Yep.
And it was probably not only equal parts sad, but it's the most uplifting baseball story I think I've heard in 10 years about how they rallied around this kid. They said nobody disliked him. Everybody has a guy on the team that you don't like. Nobody disliked this kid. He seemed to be, I looked at his stats. He's a pretty decent pitcher. He was on the upswing, so kind of tragic to lose him. Autopsy won't be out till October, but the question I have is, what did you guys think of this show of unity for their fallen brother?
I think it's fantastic. I think, like I said, I mean, just the thing we just brought up with the Area 51, it's the same idea, man. Anytime you can get something like that, a unity, anything that you can show people come together on one common cause, especially today.
Yeah.
If you can spread that joy, if you can spread that love, it's contagious. You know what I'm saying? As much as hate and fear is contagious, love and good feelings is equally contagious, and it counters that. So to see more stuff like that, you know, I'm all for it,
That's an
man.
awesome
I
point.
wish we could fucking see more of it.
That's an awesome point. Ed?
Well, you know me. I think the more people handle their own thing, the less the state has to get involved and fuck it up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck yeah.
I don't know what that has to do with Tyler Skaggs, but
No, it does, because they'll fucking, you have people that are going to try to take his estate. They're going to do this, that, and
All
other
right.
thing.
Oh, yeah.
Like they say, don't die in Connecticut. Drive as fast as you can in Massachusetts if you're having a heart attack. It's true. 'Cause
Yeah.
fucking probate will fuck you.
yeah.
It's true.
So yeah.
Wow. You know what? Comments are coming in fast. Drew
That's
says,
awesome.
like, it's always Drew.
Oh, I was gonna
Where's
say.
Max? Max, this one's for you, bro.
You gotta be somewhere.
Right. Andrew says, probably one of the best moments I've seen in sports across the board. And I tend to agree with him. The last time I saw this outpouring of love was, who was the pitcher? Corey Lytle. He was out doing his plane thing. He'd been with the Yankees for a year. Malfunction with the plane. He crashed into a building.
Yeah.
And the Yankees really
That was
came above and
tragic too,
beyond.
though.
Yeah.
That was pretty fucking tragic.
And Red Sox fan, Yankee fan, what have you, everybody rallied
Oh, yeah.
together. 9/11, same thing.
Mhm.
Boston bombing.
Boston bombing,
Same
huge.
thing.
That was huge. That was a unity of teams and a half. You know,
And to see the outpouring of love and respect for Boston for
when it
visiting
happened in
teams.
Baltimore, the frickin' riots there. When
Yep.
that was the unity that they were showing with there. They wouldn't play fucking baseball games just because of
They
it.
waited till it was over, and they locked down the stadium. And I know we're not a big fan of lockdowns, but they wanted to keep those 30-some thousand people safe.
No, and they had to, and that was
Until
that
they
was the
could get
right
'em out
decision.
safe.
Once again, another sign of unity and what we need.
Well,
at this
stadiums
point.
are usually emergency points anyway. Aren't
Yes.
they?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they have everything.
But with a live game going on, you can't necessarily let 60,000 people from the outside in unless they
Right.
call the game or
Yeah.
whatever.
They get everything fixed, and how do
Well,
you
when
how do you
they-
get that
they-
off?
they-
Is
They held those people for like what 6-8 hours until
Yeah.
that area was clear. Good for them.
I hope they up the 2-beer limit.
Well, after the 7th inning, there is
there
no
was beer and there was wine. And
They
there
better
was
have left the
everything
concession
else.
open. Ladies and gentlemen, we know it's 3 in the morning, but
That was-
Budweiser on level 3 is still open.
That was a case of my mistaken identity, like Big Poppy there.
Right?
Did you hear that one?
Yeah, I got you.
But did you hear that though?
Did I hear what? That
That-
it was mistaken identity. Yeah.
that they went after
They
Big
went
Poppy
after his
for
buddy.
big, mistaken identity.
Yeah, horseshit. Don't even bother with the button. We know. First of all, you're one of the
Number one,
richest dudes in the Dominican.
thank you. Number two, your face is unmistakable.
I'm sorry. Like I don't even follow baseball, and I know what Poppy looks like because I pass him
I was gonna
every
say,
day.
You drive by his 40-foot head every day on Route
and he's got
32.
the
Three.
glasses and the dude.
Everybody grew a beard but you. Your beard has been the same for fucking since you came out of the womb. Don't
and that's
tell
a beautiful
me.
thing. That's a beautiful
Don't
Man, what a
tell
scumbag
me.
excuse! Like, well, they all look the same to me. Fuck
What are
you.
you, racist? or beardist.
Yeah, like what the fuck, man?
Only jackasses grow beards to their knees.
You know, even still, you're still a fucking piece of
Saying
shit.
all the
You shouldn't be
Japanese-
fucking killing people.
It's like all the
Right.
Japanese look the same. Come on.
Oh Christ, here we go.
That's
And
terrible.
usually I'm the guy with the trigger.
That's terrible.
Christ.
I had to throw it up there.
Oh man, but good on the Angels, good on the Rangers, by the way, for doing the immediate tribute the next night.
Philadelphia. They came together and burned their city.
Yes, way to go, Philly, city of brotherly love, my ass.
Don't get him started.
Wait, our one commenter so far lives in Philly. We're about to get the horseshit button on him. Ed, you got a story you want to pass along? You shared us some. I wrote them all down,
Oh,
but I'm picking and choosing now.
well, no, it's rare for me to start this, but in wrestling,
Yes,
the Demon is taking a break
Finn
for
Balor.
2 months. Was it a month?
I heard anywhere, depending on what site you read, anywhere
So,
from 2 months to 6 months.
Yes. It's 6 months neck injury from what I've been gathering. And last night
Was it Rollins?
was it?
No. Nice call though.
Yeah, no.
Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe. No, it was not a nice call.
It was a nice call. He hurts everybody.
Please.
Fuck, do I have to play that video again?
I stubbed my toe
what
and screamed
really-
Seth Rollins.
What really did it was the final moment.
We got an asshole from Drew. Thank you.
Yes, I know.
Philadelphia sucks balls.
Hold
on.
Downloads for Philly just
Wowie,
dropped.
Fuck
wowie
the Fly-
zowie.
Fuck the Flyers. Fuck the Phillies. Fuck the Eagles. Fuck the Sixers.
Bray
We'll leave
Wyatt.
cheesesteaks
Bray
alone.
Wyatt
We'll leave
just
cheesesteaks
dropped Finn Balor.
Oh
Did you
yeah,
see
and
that?
that's a
And
good
that
out.
was-
That's a Max number
Village
2.
Idiot Control chimes in. Filthy Delphia. I heard it called yesterday.
Nice. Well, Village Idiot
Filthy.
Control, whoever you are, thank you.
It's
Thank you very much.
filthy. It's filthy.
Leave it to the Village
Right.
Idiot.
Yeah,
Max.
filthy.
Number 2, bro.
Well, you're really taking this to heart, man.
No, I'm just having fun with him. I think it's funny. I think it's great. Watch, and then while Ed pours one down his throat. Yeah.
He's almost done with that
Speaking
one.
up.
The
He's
beginning of this show, we were like,
almost-
it's beer and sports and gimmicks and schnabits, and
Well, you got technically 3.
this is a spit
You,
cup.
you,
right?
keep,
Oh.
you keep your schnavits over there. I don't
that
want
had,
to leave it
that
on
had
me.
to.
Guys, you see, if there's no pull tab on it, that means this is where I'm dumping the chug.
That's what
right
I
in
would have
there.
been. That's what I would have been all over you with.
What,
Yeah,
with the
that-
chog?
Nasty
Chug.
chew habit.
Yeah, I would have been like, yeah.
Why don't you
I'll
smoke?
fuck with you for your vape pen.
Why don't you like
thing.
smoke cigarettes like
I'm
a
just
normal
saying.
person?
No,
so-
because smoking cigarettes is disgusting. Never
Yeah,
mind.
see? And I quit that how long ago?
Oh, so now we get fuck the Falcons
See.
from Drew and fuck the Flyers from Village Idiot. So thank you, Village Idiot.
They're going back and forth. I mean,
Village
this is
Idiot
awesome.
1, Drew
This is-
nothing.
you guys get a scoreboard and everything.
I'm not getting all of Drew's comments.
That's all right.
Yeah, so
Oh, so going back, Finn Balor.
Finn Balor,
You go ahead.
like I said, neck injury, very serious injury, plus the way that he's a high flyer. He had a couple botches. I think it was a couple months ago when he tried to do the suicide through the ropes, and he completely missed, and his fucking head bounced off the fucking
Oh,
grate
fuck. Who
down
was he
there.
fight? Was that WrestleMania? And,
Yes.
Christ, that wasn't Samoa Joe. That was
No, God,
Lashley.
no. That
Well,
was
of course, you're
another
working with a talentless
another big
hack.
guy, right? But another big
There's
guy.
a
you know what I'm
couple
saying?
times I've seen
And this is-
Balor like
But this goes right
bounce
back.
kind of wrong, and he didn't seem right when he got up.
And that's the problem with
And
these
not all
little
of them
guys.
have been with Rollins.
No.
You can't prove that.
Rollins lost. Okay, Rollins is back. He's supposedly he's going to be the.
Don't
Beast
get me
Slayer again.
started.
It's the Rollins curse,
Yes.
though. At
It
least
is the Rollins
It
curse.
is. No, it is. But any of these little men, Rey Mysterio's been doing it for years, dude. But you know how much toll is it on his body? You know, so I want to see Finn Balor get better. He's he's a great talent. I like what he's doing with his new persona. I would like to see him turn heel for a little bit. I really would.
I've been waiting for that for a long
I think it'd be
time.
fantastic.
I
And to be
think the
honest with
demon's
you,
a wasted thing. I think you should play both sides with that.
no.
Oh, I like
think-
where you're going. I'm gonna.
I think with
riff
what
off
Bray
that in a
Wyatt
minute.
just did, he just signed the demon deal.
Oh yeah.
I think he's bringing
And that's
the
where I was gonna
demon
go
to the
with that.
dark side.
You often see babyface versus babyface. You don't often see heel versus heel. So when he takes his time off, whether it's a neck injury,
Mm-hmm.
wanting to have a baby, just wants to go to Florida and have panhandle behavior and
Surf like
wrestle
Nakamura.
alligators. Right. When he comes back, he could come back as the demon, wreck like 6 baby faces, and then say, "Okay, where's Bray? Yeah, you remember that last moment." Bray is part of my list, by the way. I want to talk about him in a few minutes.
No,
He
I
could
think
say-
I think he sides with Bray.
He could, and not at first. I
No,
say
no,
they
no.
go heel versus heel, and at the end of the match, it's like some sort of weird redneck Bray Wyatt.
No, they bring
Dungeon-
back.
I
They
would-
bring back this
I-
ministry feel again.
I like
yeah,
where
They're
he's
gonna
and that's
have
exactly where I was going.
think
like
he-
a brood. You
the
know.
Wyatt family was fantastic, but
Mhm.
it didn't have enough oomph.
He comes back. He comes back, and Bray Wyatt like conjures him during a match or something.
Yeah, that's
you
why I
know,
think
like-
he dropped him.
Like when the ref's away, he conjures him. The demon takes the guy out, and,
And
then
even-
he disappears
But how
again.
do you-
even
wait a
Bray
minute,
Wyatt's
now, hold
Twitter.
on.
Even Bray Wyatt's
Bray
Twitter.
conjures the demon.
Bray
Yes.
conjures the
Okay.
demon.
Yes.
The demon
yes.
takes out the opponent, and then
He even said, "I'm
disappears.
sorry, my brother, but you
Okay.
will be reborn."
Okay, I
So
like it.
It would be really cool
So
to see
Vince,
him.
if you're listening, if you want my addresses, I'm gonna have 2 for a month.
Fire Pritchard! Don't fire Pritchard.
Don't fire.
Get Pritchard to call them.
So we're gonna another one we're gonna bring up here is our pal Jeff Hardy.
Oh, good God!
Why can't you
Oh.
just
Yeah,
why,
he had, he
why
had a
can't
Ron
you
White
just
moment. He got drunk.
him
in
and freaking
public.
as Ezil what the fuck is
Who?
Enzio.
Oh, Enzo. Oh God.
He gets caught fucking
the
getting
slap,
in a
the
drunk
slap fight with
yeah,
Joey Janela.
in a fucking
First of all,
public drunk. I mean, come on, man.
So,
Both
we
you
can-
guys.
let me-
Both
let me-
you guys.
let me break-
We're gonna put both you guys into
I'm
this.
gonna
Go ahead.
break this down real quick.
Go
I
ahead.
saw that video. First of
Oh
all,
my God.
Enzo's not as tough as he thinks he is.
No,
He's
he
all
really
mouth.
isn't. Oh
if
my
you look
God.
No,
at
he's a
Enzo
bona fide G.
and a certified stud, and you
Yeah.
can't teach that unless you go to Blink 182. First of all, Blink 182. Why are you going to a Blink 182 concert?
Whoa! Back
no,
off.
fuck that. Let me talk, and then you can have your. Why are you going to fucking?
I'm
Blink?
speaking up.
It's not
I didn't
1996
go to.
anymore.
I never went to a Blink concert.
If you go to a concert of a band that has had hits and good records in the last some years, great, have at it. Blink 182 hasn't done shit in years.
Were they free tickets though?
Yes.
I don't know. Kiss did good shit on Monster. Don't start.
You just said that hasn't had hits and yada yada.
Well, hits nowadays
true.
are so subjective.
Backpedal,
but-
backpedal,
No,
backpedal.
That's true.
not backpedaling, but they've had albums, they've
But-
had hits.
I mean, did you pay for the tickets?
Yeah,
No,
gotta
I see
start
what you're
there.
saying because Kiss, the name alone will draw it. And
Thank
Blink
you.
82 to certain people probably would, but
Kind of like WrestleMania draws, no matter how
not
much the
so
show
much,
sucks.
I guess. I feel where you're going. I feel
Okay,
you're
now
going.
second, Joey Janela did the right thing in wrestling culture. He walked up, he introduced himself, he went to shake your hand,
Mm-hmm.
and Enzo went apeshit. And they started, it looked like a slap fight. And you
Yeah.
hear Enzo's girlfriend,
Oh my
sister,
God.
whoever it was, Eric, stop it. His real name is Eric.
Yeah.
Let's start. Eric, stop it. You're embarrassing me. While he's playing the role that he played on WWF television, at WWE, sorry.
Yeah.
Wah, 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 wah.
Well,
And-
it was easy for him to play that role because that is the role.
You guys won't understand this, but Mike will. If you darken Enzo's hair, he's Dave McConnell.
Yes.
There you go.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
There you go. And you can't teach
Attitude and all.
Right.
Attitude and
And
all.
I'm just gonna throw out
Cut
there on the
haters.
LokiandJabroni.com website, you can buy your tickets to the Blink 182.
So now-
they start at $36, go up to $118. That's in Jacksonville.
Oh, wait a minute. 118 for front row?
I don't know
No.
where, but it's in Jacksonville, Florida.
I would fucking
I
pay.
thought they were
I would pay
overseas right now.
$115 to watch one of those Blink 182 fuckers break their hips.
Guess who they're touring? Guess who they're touring with?
Blink 182?
Yeah.
Who?
Lil Wayne.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, Blink 182 and Lil Wayne. They're like
All right, the
performing
mayor
together.
the mayor comes in, says,
Sure.
first of all, Kiss
Why
sucks.
not?
She's wrong. It's not often she's wrong, but she's wrong. Second, she says the drummer in Blink 182 is the drummer in the new Pitbull video. I'm not kidding. All right.
He does a lot of stuff though.
So it
Travis.
sounds like he graduated. He got a
Well,
better
that's-
deal.
Oh, Travis Barker, he cut album with a bunch of rappers.
Yeah.
He cut an album
and he's
with
fantastic.
DJ AM before he passed
fucked Pink?
away.
Yep.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he was married to her.
Yeah, he was. He
So
did
he
some
fucked
work with
Pink?
her.
Actually, that would explain
Well,
why Lil
that's-
Wayne's on the tour because I think he did some drums on
He did Little Wayne.
Lil Wayne's like.
He did Lil Wayne?
I didn't know.
This is gonna sound funny, but Lil Wayne actually had a rock album. At least that's what he calls it.
No kidding.
He
And
just hired some rock people to like sing with him.
any rapper that says they're gonna do a rock album, the first person they're calling is Travis Barker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Oh,
Zach
no.
Wild.
No, absolutely.
Or Zach Wild. Yeah.
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 Zach will
But
work
usually
for anybody.
Travis,
Doesn't matter.
yeah.
Well,
David
remember-
Grohl. David Grohl will
Dave
do.
Grohl.
I don't.
he's
You
done-
guys remember when
He's done a lot.
Blink 182? They were like one of I know all of them or one of them was in a plane crash.
Wasn't
And
that
it got
Travis Barker?
really
though?
bad burned.
Yeah, I think it was Travis Barker.
Was it Travis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that like the band took a break, and during that break, Travis did all these crazy projects. He actually even did a remix of that fucking Black and Yellow song. I think.
And it's the one time I'll usually, with the exception of the drummer from Def Leppard, that I excuse electronic drums by a rock drummer.
No, Travis
Because-
uses his kit.
Right, but when he was burned, he said it out loud. I used a lot of computer programs. I did this, and this, and
Oh,
this.
well,
And
yeah.
as I was getting my chops back
To
up.
keep
Yes.
putting out
Yeah.
material.
Yes.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
you can't stop putting out material.
Right,
you,
right,
put-
right.
you stop putting out material, what happens?
fall.
They forget you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep. Exactly.
Even if
You
it
fall.
sucks. Like Kiss,
So-
perfect example. Put out shitty material, they still remember you.
Yeah.
So leading back to that,
Music from the Elder, Carnival of Souls.
Greatest worst album ever.
Yes.
Hardy.
Oh, Jeff
Same
Hardy, Drunk
same
in
idea. Drunk in public.
fucking between
drunk
him
in public.
and DMX and fucking
Well-
North Carolina.
So I recently came across this video, and it was some of the craziest things Matt Hardy has ever done.
Matt Hardy.
Jeff. I'm sorry,
Oh,
Jeff
okay.
Hardy. Jeff Hardy.
Does it include Wrestling Sting drunk?
Probably not, because
Okay.
these were all the crazy things that he's done. But yes, I have heard of that, and he is. We brought this up. He is a known alcoholic.
On the
Now-
way up here, we talked about he's done 3 stints in rehab in the last 10 years.
Right. And of course, drinking and driving brought him into the first one. It showed how I think he crashed his fucking vehicle,
Well,
his
then there was
Porsche
the
or some
police
shit
chase
like
to
that.
his house where they found
Yeah.
drugs and pills and
Yeah.
whatever, and he was boozed out.
And I mean, when you do the things, and once again, going back to Finn Balor,
Eddie's going to his second beer, Max. Count it out.
when you do the things that you're doing, as far as like Finn Balor, these high risk, these incredible, and I mean, heck, he did a twist of fate from the top of the ladder to Edge and the Raw, in the Attitude Era. He's done the countless tables and ladders and chairs matches from the Dudley Boys to Edge and Christian. How many chair shots do you think this guy has taken?
One of my favorite moments ever was being at Raw at Mohegan Sun Arena, and we were sitting across from the hard camera, but way far up. And in the middle of that cage, that new cage now where they have the girding on the side,
Yes.
he did the Swanton bomb onto Umaga, like, 20 feet below?
Oh yeah, dude.
And
then
popped
how
right
many
back
times he
up,
jumped
holding
up on
his
that?
back and all that.
How many times he fucking jumped off the Titantron?
Oh, yeah.
Or fucking he's put two ladders together with a crossover and comes flying
Yep.
off something like that.
What was that? Which WrestleMania did they come back?
That was
I think we all watched
Couple
it.
3 or 4 ago, yeah.
Yeah, it was like
Was it your
Honestly,
house?
he looked burnt out then.
Well, he went on a very bad stint in TNA.
Yeah.
Like it was bad.
And that was the
Charismatic
third-
enigma.
yeah,
He
that was the
was-
3rd exit from rehab.
Yeah, no, he was.
I think they wanted Matt. They hired Jeff as a favor, and Jeff showed his stuff for about a year. He was really
no, he
good.
was. He was good. He was back to himself. He had his fans and stuff like that. Unfortunately, when your body does go through the damage that these wrestlers put themselves through,
And the performance.
alcohol is key, man. It's easy to get to. Number one, let's be honest.
Let's talk about something I don't think it's touched on enough. The wrestling. Yes, the wrestling. One thing, the actual performance of getting up there. You're on the mic. You got to play this character. That's not easy for some people.
No,
No, well,
people-
for him, I'd say it's pretty easy. Jeff is a very charismatic person. If you met him,
but
if
that
he's
might
not
be
under
him.
the sauce,
That might be him drunk. You
I
don't know.
yeah,
He
I've
might
met-
be a functioning
I've met him,
drunk.
I've met him not under the sauce. I met him early in his career. He's a very charismatic.
and how many
person, dude.
people do you hear? Like Barry said a couple weeks ago, we had Barry Horowitz on that "quote unquote" live the gimmick.
Right.
Flair
And
is Flair
Barry
24
was
hours a
very
day.
fucking
Hulk is
shredded,
Hulk
yeah.
24 hours a day.
Yes, yes.
Piper was Piper. Up
No,
until-
because Hulk Hogan has a 10-inch penis.
that's until I was gonna
Terry
say,
Bollea does not.
No, right? And Piper, for years and years, lived the gimmick until his body caught up with him, and then he was just docile and wishing my family a happy Thanksgiving at a book signing.
Right.
Crazy ass motherfucker.
Wow,
God
yeah.
rest his soul.
I miss that motherfucker so much.
I wish I had the chance to interview him, but he was sick that day. He signed every book. He wished my family a happy Thanksgiving. You got a real nice family, man. Have a happy Thanksgiving. You don't know my family, but thanks for the book. Appreciate it.
We need to get Marty Jannetty.
Oh, God, no.
Speaking of alcoholics,
Come on.
We don't talk about Marty Jannetty in
Oh
my
my
house
God,
after
dude.
he squeezed my
I was
woman.
gonna say, just after he diddled your girl, come on.
dude, he touched everybody's girl in that place.
Oh, all
It
right.
didn't matter. He was all over. He was all over.
Jeff's got to get his stuff together. He's over
He really
40.
does.
He needs to really focus. If he wants to continue,
I don't think he really has a family. I mean, Matt's settled
married. He's got a
down.
kid or
yeah,
two.
he's got 2 kids, man. You got his son there. That's
Benjamin, Sir Benjamin.
Yeah.
I remember the gimmick, and then
then-
another one.
Let's
and
talk the
Rain
brand
or
too.
whatever the
like,
fuck is
he's gotta be
King.
careful because the WWE's got a brand to protect.
Mm-hmm.
They won't tolerate this kind of shit.
No, they
for
won't.
long.
But the thing is,
wait, I got to stop you because how many times have they sent Scott Hall or Jake Roberts to rehab over the last 20 years?
Yeah, but you're talking you're talking top tier talent at the time.
You don't think Jeff Hardy qualifies?
No,
Okay.
not now.
Right now, I might have to agree with him.
Okay.
Right now,
Back in the
I don't
day,
think-
at his prime, yes.
Yeah.
All right.
I
Right
think,
now-
I think with names like Finn Balor, I think with names like, with Bray Wyatt and freaking Ricochet. I mean, there's so many.
Rickrocket.
Yeah, Rickrocket. There's so many freaking great names out there and so many great wrestlers that.
Drew, you look that up. Does Jeff Hardy have
I
kids?
think he
Just hit it.
could be top tier again, but I think right now he's at that phase where your
He
old,
might, he
your
might
old
have
buddies
random
are
kids
like,
out there, but I don't think he has an actual family. I don't think
he's at that phase where your old buddies are like, oh, hey, dude, you're all right? You want to come
Well,
work
back
at the
in-
plant again?
Yeah.
That's kind of
Back in
where
the day,
he's
they
at
have
right now.
videos of him on that old magazine show they did, Confidential, I think they called it.
Mm-hmm.
Him doing these wild. He built it on his property like a dirt bike track with 40-foot jumps, and they're filming him do this. And
Yeah.
I think it was Mean Gene Okerlund said, "Aren't you afraid that you could fall, break your leg, get hurt, your wrestling career is over?" He goes, "Yeah, but it's all about the thrill."
It's
and I think that's what's
extreme.
gonna
Well, yeah,
kill
some
him.
people
Yeah.
get addicted to that.
Right.
And
That
when you've done all
adrenaline
the
junkie,
when you've done all the
very real.
jumps and the climbs, what's left? The drugs.
chasing
Yeah.
the dragon.
Yeah.
That's it.
You're gonna constantly.
Wow, fucking Jeff Hardy.
Well, unfortunately, man, like I said, the alcohol is it's easy to get to. It's so easy to get to. It's
That month and a half I went dry last year just to prove to myself that I could do it. The first 2 weeks were the roughest. And then leading up to going to the deck for SummerSlam, which I'm hoping to do again. We're going to let you know next week, hopefully. Getting there that day and saying, this is the first beer I'm going to have. And I think I had 3 or 4, and it was really nice. And you learn to control it. Yes, do I tie it on hard sometimes? Sure. Do I?
24 later, he was in the gutter with a hooker that was dead.
I think I drove somebody home
the hooker
that
was
night, actually.
dead before that.
Yeah, I picked her up dead. Let's get the
Damn. And she still billed him.
All right, Jeff has 2 children and he's married, according to the Peanut Gallery.
okay.
So, all right, first of all, fuck Philadelphia.
I've never seen 'em.
Fuck
They're
the
not-
Flyers. Fuck
they're
the
not all-
Phillies.
they're not all
Fuck
over
the
the place.
Eagles and the Sixers.
All right, what do you got?
All right, Eddie and I are probably going to riff harder on this one. I know you've probably watched the show too. Netflix has announced they're going to amend the first season of 13 Reasons Why to not show out of anger right now.
Number one, you've seen worse on YouTube.
Yeah.
Boom.
A guy a couple days ago killed a girl in New York and posted the pictures on Instagram.
Yeah,
You're always gonna find this stuff.
no shit, man. She was a big name. E-girl, was it E-girl?
E-girl,
So-
yeah. And then her real name was Brianna something.
Yeah,
or Bianca
freaking.
something.
She's a 16-year-old,
17,
17, and he was 25, right?
22 if I read the story
22?
right. You might be right.
Yeah, I
But
thought
they
it was like
They went to the
mid
concert.
20s.
They had a good time.
Oh, yeah.
Probably Blink 182. They got in a fight with Enzo and Joey Janela.
Yep, probably.
And then she's dead. And I don't want.
I think you are right. I think they did go to the Blink concert.
Let's
dude.
not pick on Brianna, Bianca, whatever her name is. It's a tragedy. That
No, it
happened.
is. It is.
This jackass now goes and posts these pictures, but Netflix
And
this
then kills
show-
himself.
This show opened up
always kill
the
themselves.
door. Yeah, right, because they're cowards.
I think the show's done more good than bad.
Exactly. It
opinion.
opened up the conversation between young kids like my stepdaughter's age and the parents. Angela, I'm sure she talked to her dad. She talked to me a little bit about it. And it really did. It opened up the door to talking about suicide and bullying and all this crazy things. And that scene, I had to turn away because I'm not a big fan of like watching self-mutilation and whatnot. But, you kind of got
The scene. Here's the thing.
like
the
this
scene
with the
wasn't
finger.
for you.
No, it wasn't.
Here's the thing. The scene wasn't for you. It wasn't really for me. It wasn't for people contemplating suicide. The scene was for the people that viciously drive people to do this.
On top of it,
So you can see this is the damage you could be
I like
potentially
that.
causing.
I like where
And-
you're
and-
going with that.
5 minutes later in the episode, the looks on our parents' faces
Yes.
when they discover her. Because, again, you drop that, so we've talked about it for years. You drop the stone in the pond, the stone is gone, but the ripples go on. And, wow, in the second season, you see how the ripples affect everybody. Man, you know what?
I think there's plenty of warning before that one episode. There's a warning.
Every episode had a disclaimer, but that
that
one,
particular episode said
that
this
one.
shows a
If you-
suicide.
Yes.
If you take the deaths away from Faces of Death, you don't have
you have Jackass.
a Faces of Death.
You got a really bad episode
You
of
got
In
a
Search of.
very, very
Or Impractical
ridiculous
Jokers.
episode.
Yeah.
If you take the death of the Lion King, motherfucker got trampled.
They
People.
took-
And there's blood everywhere like that.
Yeah.
what was the other one? Watership Down. When they mutilate that first rabbit.
Yes.
Netflix
Remember?
has a Watership Down show, by the
I
way.
would
You
like
should watch
to,
it.
yeah, I would like to see that. But now you go back and you take that away from that. If you take all those things that I just said, you take all that stuff away from it.
You change the dynamic.
You change everything about it. You change everything about it. Yes, there are certain things that you don't want to see. There's certain things that once you see it, it can't be unseen.
Okay, Netflix has not only 13 Reasons Why, which another season is coming out at the end of summer. From
That's
what I
one of the
understand.
reasons they said they were doing it.
Right.
Mhm.
Now, on Netflix as well, because Drew came in, I said I did the Fuck Philly bit. He came in with Fuck the Fucking Diaz Brothers, which is from Scarface. You take some of those scenes out of Scarface, which
Oh,
told
yeah.
the real
Yes.
story.
Yes.
The first thing that came to my mind when I read that story was the new Rambo film coming out. What is he going to be shooting gumdrops at people? Instead of a knife, are they going to go out and do that fucking live role-playing flarping gimmick?
No,
LARPing?
he still got that big fucking knife.
Yep.
LARPing?
So at what point do we stop wussifying these films? Are they going to now take gangster films? And I say gangster films with a grain of salt because to me a gangster film is Godfather, Scarface, The Departed, whatever.
Any organized crime
But,
film,
like,
really.
Right. But
Yeah.
now you have films like Fruitvale Station,
Mhm.
right? You made me watch that. It was fan-freaking-tastic.
I still haven't seen that.
Without that final 15 minutes, that film is junk.
Oh, absolutely.
But it made everything, it tied everything together, and it was violent.
Very
Now,
violent.
if you take that out, it changes the entire movie. It goes from a 5-star awesome film to
right.
like a
If you just hear
3-star.
gunfire and then
It's in the $5
plays-
bin at Walmart.
Right. You hear gunfire and then it plays out for like, the ending and you're like,
Oh,
what the
Drew,
fuck?
thank you so much. Oh, Yeller got shot and we all survived.
Yeah. I mean
Damn it.
there wasn't blood everywhere, I mean, I think the difference here is how it happened, the self-mutilation. That's something that it's I don't know if you guys ever saw that accident where the dude's face was literally hanging off
It sounds familiar.
I've seen stuff like it.
and like stuff like
The
that.
monkey lady.
Yeah, stuff like that just
Yeah.
doesn't leave. Like I was a firefighter. Some of the accidents I've come across,
only
people
imagine.
split in half. Like I've seen this shit. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't leave here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I can understand why they are thinking of censoring it, but the point that you brought up is perfect. That isn't for you guys to see. This is for the people that drive people to do this.
Another great
to
comment
see.
came in.
I mean,
Continue.
that's the best way to fucking put that. That cannot be taken out. That can't.
I don't
be.
know if you've watched it yet, but Stranger Things 3 is full force right
It's
now.
funny. I play D&D, and no, I don't watch Stranger
Oh,
Things.
you'd have so
okay?
much fun. Drew, once again,
And
Drew.
no, I don't have to watch Stranger Things because I play D&D.
No, I don't play
okay?
D&D, man.
You
I
should watch
love
Stranger
that shit.
Things because you're a child of the 80s.
Right. And like Drew said, somebody complained that Stranger
I'd much
Things...
rather play Overwatch.
Although Stranger Things has a D&D accessory, we can totally get it.
Yeah,
Yes.
I saw that.
Someone complained that Stranger Things shows too much smoking, Drew says. It's based,
Oh, yeah, they're changing that too.
Drew says it's based in the fucking 80s. So
Okay,
the show is going
that
to cut
70s
back.
show, anybody?
Yeah, right?
That's all they did was sit in a circle and fucking puff and then
No,
burn
they're
each
talking
other.
cigarettes. Just talking
Oh,
cigarettes.
To
who
this-
cares? That's what they did back then.
To
I could
this
roll
day.
down. We could roll down back in the day with $2.50 and
And
get
buy
the
our
fucking,
grandparents cigarettes.
and still have 50 cents to get a fucking candy bar.
Amen
dude.
to that. Look, you can go back. Nowadays, the teenagers are all about the old John Hughes films. Breakfast Club, 16 Candles.
Except the
Pretty-
millennials, in
It's
which
weird
case
to me.
they're racist and sexist.
But
and
there's smoking in that.
I know.
There's
Well, they're vaping, so let's not. Come on, y'all are vaping.
yeah. At the same time, stop wussifying these shows. That show was made for a reason. It spoke to people. It did what it was supposed to do. I'm speaking now of 13 Reasons Why. You and I did 2 episodes. We didn't focus on, and then she cut
because it's
herself.
important and it's. I don't even think it's the millennials. I'm actually going to blame Generation X for this one.
Us.
The parents of the kids, yes. Because I don't think
Love to hear this.
No, because I don't think the kids
we
are
watched
complaining.
Faces of Death.
Thank you, all 5 of them.
You and I did, but
yeah,
there's some.
who the fuck you? That's what you're
That's
talking
what you're
about.
talking about.
Generation
Yeah.
X.
But I'm just saying, I don't think it's the actual millennials complaining because this is the children of either millennials or Gen X. So it's either Gen
Max.
X.
This is why we don't let him speak. Okay.
Yeah, you want to hear this now? Good.
God.
Where the hell did that come from? Max, I'm
I
crack.
didn't make a Max
Listen,
joke
not every
the whole
parent-
time.
The count's going to go up to 3 in about 30
Look,
seconds.
not every parent's like you. Not every parent's like him, thank God. But
Why? We're raising our kids to embrace what's coming instead of thinking everything comes to them and you get a trophy for
Hey,
sucking?
this world is a scary fucking place, dude.
It sure is. And it's
This-
going to get
this is-
scarier
no,
when you
it
get
is.
out
It's-
on your
no,
own
it's a-
and
it's
you
a
have
lot
no
scarier.
fucking clue how to navigate.
I'm extremely proud of, like I said, my boy graduating. My second boy got high honors this year. They're doing a great job. Ultimately, you can't decide what your kids are going to do. You can just instill as much information as you can into them
Here
and
it comes.
hope to God
Max.
that they can fucking
Maxie.
follow through with it,
it's fucking rager over here.
Maxie.
I know.
Where are you, buddy?
If we had a fucking keg in here, you wouldn't even be on the microphone.
Telling
You'd
you.
just be standing.
I'd be
Telling you.
keg standing with the microphone. Like,
The great
Look, Jabroni,
Robotech
chime
pilot.
in.
The great Robotech pilot has gotten into the jabroni's head.
nah, man, I'm having fun with
He's
this.
all
I'm,
it is. He's like on his frontal lobe, and
I'm
he's
actually
stuck his cock in.
I'm actually slow. I'm usually 4 or 5 in by now. Okay, Drew's got some more.
Exactly.
Wait,
He
first of
got
all,
you thinking.
First of all, he says, first of all, Eddie had to go the parent route, LOL. Way to screw it up, Eddie.
Yes.
And then he says, imagine if they did away with the scenes from The Outsiders. It was about the story, not the specific
My only
scene.
response to Andrew is, God, you're awfully defensive for some reason. And
Andrew's a parent now.
but
he
and
can, he can sympathize with all of this.
I'm never going the parent route. And second, let on a humorous note, okay, this is a network that has featured all 3 Human Centipede films.
Yes.
Amen.
Now that is disgusting.
Feed her.
Yes.
That is just fucking disgusting.
Yes, it's
Feed
fucking-
her.
Do I think they should be yanked off the shelves? No. But those are disgusting movies.
What
Dude,
about
I just watched another one the other day. Monster? What a waste of my fucking time. I fucking crashed
you
out
could have
to
watched? You could have watched the
didn't like
documentary about
Monster?
her.
it. That was terrible.
The if you no,
Not
the-
that one with Charlton Theron, okay?
No,
Charlize
no.
Theron?
I know which one you're talking about.
What one are you
The
talking about?
mother-daughter.
The mother-daughter dog
I like
fucking...
that one.
was... Maybe it just didn't get to the end of it, but
It was a euphemism for her mother's alcoholism. They weren't really fighting a monster. They got into an accident because she was drunk and she died.
See, I passed out during... Okay.
So you didn't finish watching.
No. I told you that. I fucking fell asleep to it, but it was like...
if you had stayed through it, I think you probably would have liked. You probably yes, it's a slow burn.
Oh,
But,
definitely a slow burn.
yeah.
but by the end of it, I think you would have figured it
was
out.
like,
It was like they don't just come out. You have to kind of figure it out on your own.
Right,
but
right.
That's the whole thing. The monster was her mother when she was drunk.
I don't
Oh,
want to
that's pretty
give.
cool. That's
I don't
pretty
want to
cool.
give millennial America any thoughts or any ammo. But when do you start taking the Taken films? Like, ugh, they're glorifying kidnapping. Oh, they're glorifying vigilantism.
If they do anything to my Taken films,
Clockwork,
Exactly.
Clockwork
I will
Orange,
find-
anybody?
Oh my lord! You know what?
I will find you and I will kill you.
Fucking A, dude.
The biggest cult film in America and has been for 30 years is the Rocky Horror Picture Show. When are they going to start taking scenes out of
Never.
that?
You'll notice. Well, no, that'll
all
be a
of-
protected class of
It's-
film.
Why?
Cult
You know
classic.
why.
You just said it.
The cross dressing and stuff.
Oh well, that's a big one.
So
Oh.
it'll-
yeah. No,
so
absolutely.
that'll be considered. Even though there's a lot of sexism in that.
A lot of
Okay.
and some of the
Mhm.
implied things that
Yeah.
you see but you don't see.
Because I don't know if you know,
Yeah.
Frankenfurter like molests
Everybody!
Janet and
everybody.
Brad.
yeah.
Everybody.
So
Meatloaf, fucking before Meatloaf was banging the other one, he they already talked about the past. I mean,
Yep.
Frankfurter put his Frankfurter in everybody. Okay.
Right. because he's just a sweet transvestite
From where?
from transsexual
Transylvania. Number 3, Max. Count it out.
I think he will. Well, I don't know.
So, I got another story, and I know Ed will have fun with this. So, just this morning, R. Kelly pleads not guilty, and he's denied bond. The prosecutor, when arguing for the reversal of bond, says he's an extreme danger to the community because of his sadomasochistic abuse of underage girls. If he's convicted, R. Kelly faces 195 years maximum, no word on the minimum, in jail. First of all, who lives 200 years? Nobody.
well, they do that obviously because you can get time off and
Right.
all this other.
But even for
bullshit.
time served, it's like a $1.92.
Yeah.
Well, the reason for that is like in theory, we know it doesn't work this way in our system, but it's supposed to be equal protection, equal justice under the law. So each victim is supposed to have their pound of justice.
Right,
Yes.
your pound
So
of flesh. Yeah.
so obviously he's not going to live that long, but each one of them should get their 20 years out of them or whatever
Right,
it is.
right.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna pee on you.
God.
Give you that boo boo.
When we heard about the PP.
Dumping that gallon of water all
Gonna
over
give you
himself.
that doo doo.
It's like- yeah, but Rick James was a part of those. Like he was in that video. So
no, I'm talking about. Like,
Oh, I thought you were
way
talking about
back-
the videos,
No, way
yeah.
back before Rick James did Chappelle and made fun
oh,
of
Rick
himself.
James
and-
admits that he was a douche.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But he went through rehab. He went to jail. He did all the right things. He rehabilitated himself. And then what happened? He comes out on the other side. Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Yeah, he's like, I must be crazy. Talking about Charlie Murphy kicking my ass. Ain't that
New one, though.
Yes,
He probably still can afford a new one.
Eddie Murphy? Oh, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
He's
Plenty.
getting
Do some more comedy, Eddie.
Plenty.
right. Get on the stage and do stand up. Even you want to go back to Netflix? They're still playing Eddie Murphy Delirious.
Yep.
Which
Thank God.
Look, okay. Quick disclaimer: there are going to be some words you probably haven't heard in years, but you're going to hear them now. Where he talks about the N
The F word.
the F
The
word.
N-word.
He says FAGGOT about 100 million times. He makes fun of homosexuals. He makes fun of Italians. He makes
And why
fun
does he
of-
make fun of homosexuals?
Because they're homosexuals.
So you're going to be triggered.
Yeah.
He makes fun of the president of the United States. He makes fun of Spanish people when he does his Ricky Ricardo bit. He makes fun of Star Trek. Captain Kirk banged everything.
He
that
dresses up as a white person.
Let Spock handle it.
He
The
did.
Saturday Night
Saturday
Live bit.
One of the best sketches.
He made
Fucking loved
Gumby into an angry Jewish man.
Yes.
I'm
And it
Gumby,
was
damn it.
funny. But you know what? If you play
Made
that,
buckwheat.
you play buckwheat, my favorite.
which is a stereotype and would
Yes.
probably piss people off today.
Nobody. If Billy Thompson were still alive, and I don't think he is, do you think they'd be knocking at his door saying, "You did buckwheat back in the '30s, you racist scumbag"? And he's like,
Yes,
hey.
they would.
That's what I'm saying. That's
Yes, they
exactly
would.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's you know what they're doing right now. Like they're giving Mitch McConnell a hard time because in his family lineage they may have owned slaves.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit! That was
God.
like what 120, 130, 200
Yeah.
years ago.
Because that wasn't in the norm back then. That's just
Do
the
you
thing.
know who else
That's
has in their lineage slave ownership?
Thomas
Our
Jefferson.
last president.
Barack Obama.
He has a lineage because he's half white. He has a lineage of slavery
Oh,
ownership
that's-
in his family.
Doesn't surprise
Oh,
It's
me.
like,
well.
please. So seriously, shut the fuck up.
Right
with this
about
shit.
now, people are going like this.
It's like coming down on us 20 years from now for drinking Baja Mountain Dew at fucking Taco Bell.
That's the only thing you drink
Seriously.
at fucking Taco
I'm
Bell,
innocent.
You know?
I will
I'm
be
just-
innocent
I'm
because
just saying.
that shit is trash.
But you've had it.
But yeah, that's
You've
what I was-
had it.
But you've had it. But you have had it.
I thought it was regular Mountain Dew. I was lied to and deceived. By
did
this-
you die?
This cultural
No, he
appropriation.
That's how you learn.
Exactly. See? Cultural appropriation. That's exactly what it was back then.
Just-
it was socially accepted to have slaves. Was it wrong?
Yes.
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 And there was a large portion of the country that agreed that it was wrong.
Exactly,
Has
which is
it
why we
changed?
went to war.
Yes.
it has changed.
And I say this, and I've said
has
this.
your ignorance changed?
No.
I've said this to people I know when they say, my people have suffered 400 years. I'm like, tell me exactly how you've suffered in your 32 years of life. Tell me.
No, I want to hear
And they
it.
tweet
No.
this on the iPhone.
Now,
No, they
if
do.
you say this 50
I
years
just
ago,
got the McDonald's app.
if you say this 50 years ago in 69, where
It's an awesome app.
Yeah,
They'll
it
bring
is.
it right out to your car.
I know.
if you say this 50 years ago in 1969, not long after the assassination of Dr. King, where they were still fighting after 100 years or so since the abolition of slavery and African American, colored, whatever you want to call them. Not every black person is African American. Make that disclaimer now. Do your homework. But
Not every white is Caucasian.
dark-skinned people were still persecuted, and now you have
That's different.
No, it's not.
Got you thinking
But-
now, huh?
Not every, back then they were still persecuted, and then it's climbed, and here we are, 2019. Everybody's accepted, everybody's loved, everybody's doing this. Does racism still exist? Yes.
You'd be stupid to say it doesn't.
And a lot of the time, they're bringing their own racism into it. Well, you're white and privileged. No, I'm poor as fuck. I'm not privileged for anything. I also dress in like the rock and roll clothing. For a long time, I had long hair. I was the guy just like you who was looked at shadily when he walked into a store, like he's gonna five finger every CD in this fucking.
I know him,
place.
and I still look
Because
at
we
him shadily.
did.
Yeah, well, we brought that shit.
There'll
on
be no
ourselves.
talk about lifting from Caldor.
or university music, as it were.
No, we
sold to
no.
university.
You better
Did you
get that
really?
story
All right,
straight,
no, I'm
buddy.
saying I did.
First
No, we
of all,
never-
how more good old American capitalist can you get? You rob from Caldor, sell them to university so that you can buy food at the China
Chinese
Star,
restaurant, and then go over to the
which
Jewish.
is still fucking there.
Go over to the Jewish-owned
Yep.
arcade and play
Yes.
Yes.
Street Fighter.
Yes.
which was a
Yes.
Japanese game.
I'm just saying
America,
Right?
it's beautiful.
America.
reverse capitalism, but forward capitalism at the same time.
yes.
Robbing from we're the government. We robbed Peter to pay Paul.
It was
Yes,
Robin
yes, we
Hood.
did.
Robin Hoodism.
It's funny. So we were putting Caldor out of
We're going
business,
off the rails, Max. Drink a beer.
and you were putting Universal out of business because they were giving us money for the
So we were robbing Caldor, and he was Paul Blart.
No, I wasn't, but I knew the
I'm gonna get these kids.
dude.
no,
I
he
didn't
was getting
care.
it from fucking. He was getting
I
it from
didn't care.
university.
I was getting it from university.
See?
Oh, you were stealing from me. So you were
Not
putting.
while I was working at Caldor. This
So
is
you were
before
so,
that.
So you were giving it back. Like, see, it's
No.
the circle of life.
That's what I said.
Before I worked at Caldor to get what I needed or wanted or just basically had to have. And those two would be like, hey, can you tell me when the new Give Me Somebody Hot and Exciting in 94? Quick. Alanis Morissette, maybe. I don't know. That was
Okay,
96. Whatever. Yeah, let me look in this book that
I'd
has
have to-
all the new
what about-
releases for the next month. And the other one's
Probably
taking the
I'm
Saigon Kick.
Jodeci.
Jodeci,
Saigon
or
Kick,
Saigon.
right? They were really good.
Oh,
They were good.
They
I don't
should have
give
been
a
bigger.
fuck.
Mr.
Big?
What's that group we liked?
Big.
What's that group we liked? EMF.
EMF was badass. So
Oh,
while the two employees were dealing with my two friends, I was five fingering the fuck out of that place.
We used to.
Not proud of it.
We used to with the
the
now
same
now
thing
that
with
now that
Columbia House.
now that Caldor is pretty much out.
They've been done for 20 years, dude.
but somebody bought them.
We can not
They
talk
bought-
about
they-
that.
They bought the intellectual property just to go on your. I've gotten more than my fair share of these
So let's
stories.
let's
they bought
break
the
it
intellectual
down. Let's
property.
break it down.
They're
It's gonna
thinking
be an
of reopening.
online
Yes.
only
Since
type thing.
since
though.
since we all have admitted that we were criminals, what was
I got
your
busted once. So
I know.
my
remember
record's
that.
clean.
That was pretty funny.
I took a youthful
my
offender.
my trick was we would go into the hardware section and we steal razors, right? So then, as we were in the music section of Caldor, Brandon would be looking at because they had remember how the CDs used to be? They were in a
The
long
long-ass
package,
box.
right? And the CD was in the bottom. So as Brandon was looking at this, I would take the razor and swipe the bottom, and it would fucking literally come out and go right into my hand, and I would move over to another section and drop that CD off. Well, once we were done with the CDs that we wanted, then we'd swoop around and
I'll tell my
scarf
secret
'em
before
up.
I go to the bathroom.
Then we'll scarf them up.
And she'll never admit this out loud because maybe she did not know. But a girl I dated, who you are well aware of, your goddaughter,
Yep.
and baby seats are a wonderful thing.
Oh, yes.
First of all,
yes.
there's two things you needed back then. One was a magnet, and one was a baby seat.
Yes, to take the... If you
they
took
had
the
to-
whole thing, that's why we did
Yep.
the razor.
There was a way to get around those plastic cases before the long box. Even with the long box, you just pop that sumbitch open. They had the little sticker on the back that was
Magnetized, yeah.
Yeah, it looked like the old hype hats.
Yep.
With all
Yes, yep.
You rub the magnet over that 3-4 times. It demagnetizes the sensor. Put it in the baby seat. You're done. It's that simple. 5 CDs a day.
So we
It's
didn't
all
have
good.
babies. We had
I moved on from that to Columbia House. It was easier to rip them
Oh
off.
my God! I shared something the other day, and people came back to me like,
BMG.
"Dude, why are you revealing all our secrets?"
BMG.
We would use the real names.
BMG, Columbia
We would use
House.
the real names of actors and wrestlers to
Yeah.
get 12 CDs,
Wrestlers all the time. dude.
and they never paid. Who
I
the hell's Marty Lundy? That's me.
I used every
Arn Anderson.
variation of my name that I could.
Yeah,
I can imagine with a name like
pennies,
yours.
dude,
And it
pennies.
worked.
Oh my god, every time.
Pardon me for a moment.
BMG was the penny. Columbia House was $1.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
$1.99.
Wow, you got ripped off.
Well, I bought more CDs.
Oh yeah, you took care. You bought the one afterwards to count for 3,
Make it
right?
look good.
Yeah. I'm gonna buy this one now to have it count for 5.
And I did.
CDs for
I did the movie one once, but that they didn't give them for free. You had to buy them for
No,
like
I knew that
$1.99
one.
each.
Yeah.
But I got a bunch of movies that way.
It wasn't.
But-
I did it. I think it was with the DVDs.
And I can't figure out for the life of me why they aren't around anymore.
They were like the idiotic Netflix.
But you know what's funny too? Like this, I noticed something about the CDs. Like when you got them,
Or
and
Gamefly.
you
Gamefly.
looked at the back of them, and it actually said "made for BMG," "made for Columbia House." So they got like their own kind of special stash of CDs from the
Probably
labels.
right. Yeah.
They did. Like I could probably pull like a lot of it's at my mom's old house, but I could probably dig out some
You're
of my
right.
old CDs
No, I
from back
do
then.
remember you-
It'll
I
probably
do
say
remember that.
"made for Columbia House," so
I
it wasn't
do
the
remember that
it
now.
wasn't the same stuff you got in the store. It was the same music. So I always wondered. I was always wondering if like how some CDs had the printed label art on
Yes.
the disc
Yep,
itself. I was
yep.
wondering if some of that was skipped or
maybe just some
liner notes were
probably
skipped and
inside
stuff.
the
Because
booklets and shit
yeah.
like that.
but I mean, Columbia House they had all those clubs at one point. At one point, they were the only ones you could get like the old Star Trek series on VHS.
You can get all the Motley Crue CDs that you wanted in one showing.
Yeah, they had the what was that other one? Time Life collection.
Oh
and
my
crap.
god! Oh
So
my
many
god!
of those.
Yes.
And we'd be doing everyone a disservice if we didn't mention the music collections like Freedom Rock.
Turn it up, man!
Yeah, but those were you had to have a credit card for those.
Yeah, those are
Those
time.
were-
But I'm just trying to
Shit.
fill air.
Thank you.
But I will say this. This past it was not SummerSlam's. SummerSlam's coming
SummerSlam's
up.
coming up.
The latest one they just
Extreme
had.
Rules.
Extreme Rules.
Oh, Jesus.
God.
So
So,
reminds me, I gotta
um,
change that banner on the website.
Lately, Becky 2 belts. It was only Becky 1 belt right now.
Which happened at
Had
Money in the
a
Bank.
had a big old welt on her head. Did you see this? Did you know how she got this?
I don't know how. I saw the welt and
Baron Corbin gave her the end of days,
ooh,
and she went.
what a great move! I stole that on the video game. That's my finishing maneuver.
Look it up. It is a beautiful end of days. I'll tell you,
Ooh.
Corbin. Let me tell
God,
you. Yes.
If I can find it, I'll post it on the Facebook page. A wrestler in ECW named JT Smith. His routine was he's a black guy. He thinks he's Italian, but he was always bumbling and stumbling. This time he didn't bumble or stumble. The guy who was supposed to catch him fucked up. So he does the flying plancha over the ropes. The dude is like a half a bit too far. and he
Oh,
didn't
I
catch him.
saw that.
Bangs his head, and as the match goes on, this thing grows to about the size of an apple.
Yeah.
And I remember watching that with my friend Jason and my friend Jeremy, God rest his soul. We're just like, ah, what the fuck? It's like a second head,
It just
like
doesn't stop growing.
right? And as the match went on, and he wins the match, right? And now this thing has grown so much, it's now like drifting into his eye. It's covering up his eye. Kind of like Vader popping his eye out in Japan. It's
Oh
fucked
yes,
up.
yes.
Ugh, I still can't think about that.
So I gotta say this
Wow,
with.
yeah, he jacked her up.
yeah.
Oh yeah, he did, dude. Yeah, he did.
Oh,
So badly that when they did the replay last night on Raw, yes, I watched Raw for the first time in many weeks. They show the replays of the matches and they do a lot of live action and they show the end of days. They get to about 2 inches before impact and they freeze frame it. I would too. Having seen the aftermath,
yeah,
I would have too.
She
No.
she ate it.
all right.
She-
Knowing as we know, a lot of it is a game. You know, I could give it up to her for taking it.
Well,
well, she's
tougher
been
than
taking
nails.
she's been taking a lot of shots lately.
That's why she's called the Man when she was getting punched in the face accidentally on purpose, whatever, and she's got the bloody face and she still continues. And somebody said on Twitter, and that's how the name started. Becky's the Man.
Yep.
And they ran with it. She is. She's the Man.
So
She's
so
hot as hell, but she's the Man.
I was gonna say, leading into this, I mean, are they going too far with this, or is this exactly where they need to be going?
I'm gonna straddle a fence on this. Yes, it's where they need to be going. They need to bring back the fans. When I say the fans, I'm saying
Well, a lot of
that-
people were upset about this.
Well,
Actually,
of course they are, because we now live in an age where everything's wussified. And you can't have man-on-female violence. But then again, back in the day, we had China beat the shit out of Jeff Jarrett to win the Intercontinental Championship. Can't have it both ways, guys. If you're going to play, I hate to say it, but if you're going to play with the big boys or the big girls, you have to expect
intergender.
Exactly. Men can transition to females and win female competitions. Why can't Becky Lynch take it end of days? Why is that suddenly bad? A woman
I think
can
they're both bad.
A woman can transition to a man and beat a man at like tennis or running or swimming. And I'm not down. I've seen women bodybuilders win arm wrestling contests against
other women.
against men.
Well,
Twice
yeah,
that. It's all leverage.
Well,
It's
yeah,
all
it's how
leverage.
you size them up.
Yeah, but last
correct.
week we also brought up the fact that a woman MMA fighter or man
Transitioned woman.
Is it
Right.
Her name's Fox. I
Hello,
know that.
Stacy.
And then what
yeah,
did
I
she
can't
do?
remember her
She
first name.
beat the hell
Cracked
out
her
of that other
skull.
fucking woman. Beat the hell out of her,
Yeah,
dude.
see,
But
like,
biologically, that's a man.
right,
Ra-
but that
arm
has nothing to do
wrestling-
with leverage. You know what I'm
arm
saying? That's
wrestling-
that's a
No,
whole
no,
other
MMA
game.
is a different game.
That's a whole
Arm
other game.
wrestling is kind of a gimmick. Sure, you could do some things. You know, we're talking combat sports.
And
And I'm
we're-
still
and
going to
we're
say
talking
WWE is kind of combative,
Yes, and I'm
even though it's scripted.
still not completely sold on Baron Corbin dropping. Like I get what you're saying. I do. Becky the Lynch is one of the best to take a shot. She really is. But I mean,
Did you have a problem in the 90s with Bubba Ray Dudley power bombing 90 or 80 at the time, 80-year-old Mae Young
Oh
through a
God,
table?
I actually did. I thought that was
Scared
a little,
you.
I
But
thought
when
it
you
was
see
a little
the
too
replays,
far.
You're like, that was fucking cool.
No,
though,
it was
right?
funny as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. But I'm also, you know what? I'm a different age at
Oh,
that
I
point.
understand that.
I'm a drinker. I'm a partier. I'm a
So last
20.
week-
I'm a 20-year-old. You know,
Okay,
no,
that
not-
wasn't-
no,
that wasn't last
wasn't
week.
last week.
I was going to say,
That
what was
wasn't
that,
last week.
Wednesday?
Yeah.
No. Mike hasn't been partying for a little bit now.
That's a good thing.
No, at that point it was funny to me. You've been through it. Working the bar scene and seeing, you know, like a man hit a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like,
We diffused that one fight that night, and that dude was ready to hit everybody. Man, woman,
oh, dude,
child,
it
puppy.
didn't matter. But yeah, but the same.
Is that the
but
Where My Phone
point-
guy?
I
No.
think- no, that was another one.
Different guy.
That was
Oh,
fucking.
that guy was
what's his
awesome.
face.
I'll hit you, and I'll hit you, and I'll hit you, and when I'm done, I'm gonna go across the street, and I'm gonna hit them. I'm like, all right, dude.
Yeah.
Have
But no,
fun.
that's just the, you know, it's a different thing. Look, it's wrestling. I get it. But I mean, I got to say that, and you saw it, and you'll see it too. You saw like the slow motion version of whatever it was. But
yeah.
she got pounded. She took that. I will
Here's
say.
the thing.
That's a
Obviously,
plus to her.
she knows her limits.
Yes.
She's obviously more used to, you know, saying like Alexa Bliss doing that kind of thing to her than Baron Corbin.
Alexa Bliss
And-
is 6 inches shorter and,
and
50 pounds lighter.
I'm just saying, like, as people of comparable body structure, you know, Corbin's used to doing that kind of move to a bigger guy.
Okay.
So, unless
And that move is very much based on momentum.
right,
Yes.
If
So-
you start swinging really fast, you ain't gonna stop that.
there's only so much, unless they practice this thing for months, and I would say it would take months to get the rhythm down to
Why
where
do you think
nobody gets
she's got
hurt.
a fucking knock the
Oh, yeah.
size of her?
I always used to say, whether it was Rey Mysterio or Scott Steiner, that the Frankensteiner, Hurricane Rana, whatever you want to call it, had to be the hardest move to take if you didn't know how to take it.
Mm-hmm.
And this is back in the days when they had squash matches where Rick and Scott Steiner are facing Joe and Don from down the street. Now, if you don't know how to take that Frankensteiner, you could die.
And he did it all the time.
Oh, and it's so perfect.
And he did it all the fucking time, man. That shit scared the shit out of
Rey
me. There they go.
Mysterio, that 619. If you don't know how to set your body up right and he swings those feet around, you can catch a face full of ankle and
Oh, yeah.
bust your nose, shatter your fucking orbital bone, all that.
Oh, there
No,
used to
but
be, you could break your nose and go right up into your brain
Yeah.
back in the fucking day.
Take Orndorff in his prime there. They're like him doing a pile driver to Hulk Hogan.
Mhm.
Now imagine him do it to Wendy Richter,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
you know,
But I
it's
watched,
different unless you know what you're doing
we asked-
to keep your partner that's competing with you safe.
we asked Gary Wolf on that episode way back when we interviewed him for 3+ hours, and he was one of the best episodes ever, about power bombing Francine, the super bomb from the top rope, where Anthony would lift, put him on Gary's shoulders, whoever it was, and they did it to Francine, a 130-pound woman, sexy woman, by the way,
Mm-hmm.
and super bombed her. He's like, yeah, right now that probably wouldn't fly, but back then it was perfect. It got the crowd hot.
It was, yeah.
They hated us even more.
Right.
And now-
Obviously, what they're doing is they're trying to build Corbin up to be the heel, you know. But I don't know. I think they should. I just think I don't mind them doing stuff like this. They need to tread carefully.
Mm-hmm.
And her getting the welt is proof they need to tread carefully with this, because it's not like back in the day
Right.
when Moolah used to like wrestle with guys and it was a gimmick.
Mhm.
There was no real blows happening.
Well, that's what
But-
that's in my devil's advocate point for this is we're expecting the women to step up more. The women's division is a lot
Right.
ballsier. As a matter of fact, we called it out and said that the pay-per-view was owned by the women in WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I
Yes,
mean, and the one
absolutely.
before that.
The
that was-
Rumble, same
Right,
thing.
exactly.
That woman's only pay-per-view.
Well, the woman's only, of course,
was the
they
hottest
owned
thing
it.
that
They
year.
Owned, or, I,
best.
I agree. And then up until that point, they've been on fire. So you
It is
have
their
to,
WWE right now.
Right, you have to
the
get
men
that
need to
train
step
rolling.
up their game.
No, they
Absolutely.
do, and I think that's what they're trying to do right now. Is they're trying to be like the guys are like, "Whoa, slow down."
And I also think this also has a little bit to do with them bringing in people like Rousey. So now Rousey can fight. Not saying she can beat the shit out of like a Triple H or something like that. She can fight. So now there's this pressure to be like, well, fuck that. I'm gonna fight with with
Right.
Baron Corbin.
so
Right.
does that tie in with the rumors that maybe Sasha Banks is coming back?
I've heard that, and I think it would be good if she did, because look, I like the
She's
women-
a
Stacey
lucha.
says,
in
"Hey,
my
man."
in my opinion,
much
she's
so.
very much like a
Very
lucha.
much
You know what I'm
so.
saying? She throws her body out and she does all kinds of crazy shit like that.
Let's forget Naomi. I like Naomi. Naomi's a
Man,
solid worker.
I do, but has Naomi been getting sloppy lately?
No, I think that they're not.
You just think the competition she's been up against isn't that
She's going
par?
up against the best of the best. Look, she was in there with Natalia last night, and Natalia, oh my God, one of the better female workers. It was Natalia, Naomi, Carmella, who I have no use for.
Yeah, I don't like
and
Mella.
Alexa
I don't
Bliss.
like her at all.
So
and
you're
Alexa,
in there. You're in there with two of the best.
which is the
and
whore,
Carmella.
the whore, the
Oh
porn.
yeah, you do porn.
You do
porn. Eddie's on 3, Max. Count it out. Eddie's on 3. You can't see him like John Cena, but he's on 3.
Well, he did
I'm
say
not-
he can speak up.
I'm not gonna start
Yes.
rhyming or anything.
Speak up, Eddie.
I'm speaking up. This is my summer brew. I'm enjoying it.
All right. Don't fruit the beer. I think it's a good
I
thing.
wish I had some lime. Actually,
I think it's a good thing if Sasha comes back. It adds another layer. Sasha and Bailey worked well together. That'd be a great feud.
that's my baby
We've
mama.
seen it.
I
We
would
haven't
love-
seen
I
it.
would
They've
love
gone up
to
and
see the
down.
feud.
Give
I
them
would
a
love to see that
6-month
feud.
run against each other,
Yep.
and it would be.
Some of the
Balls
matches
to
they
the
had when they were just starting off are just fantastic.
Look at their stuff
man.
from NXT. It was
Yeah.
balls out,
Yeah, absolutely.
and they're women, so they don't have balls. I got another wrestling thing real quick, and I don't know
They
if
got
anybody
bigger
has
balls
any
than the men right now.
right.
They do.
You mentioned Bray Wyatt earlier
Yes.
on the Finn Balor point, but he debuted that new gimmick last night, the mask and they've been doing the Firefly Funhouse for so long. You might have thought they were turning him into a Mr. Rogers character. Then it got dark, which I dig, and then he made his big return last night. Outfit changed. He's got that mask that looks like a bloody Joker type thing.
Yes. Oh, I love that thing.
He slimmed down an awful lot. He looked about 75 pounds lighter. There's more mystery to the character now. And like you guys said about Finn Balor, making them a team, but just Bray Wyatt on the
I think it's gonna be more of a team, man. I think it's gonna be like a stable. I think we're gonna be seeing like an Army of Darkness.
I've
feel with them coming
really,
back.
really liked Bray Wyatt before. I have a feeling with this new, darker, edgier character, I'm going to like him even more
It
now.
needs to happen. It needs to happen.
He's the
He's on
modern-day
the
under-
necromancer tip, like
Yeah.
seriously.
Yeah.
It's so cool, dude. And
With all-
this is what we thought he was going to be when he first came out, and then he started coming out with the family, and it
Mm-hmm.
was like, okay, I see we going here, but then it got really weird. And then
That
it was
match
like,
he had with Orton with the picture of the
yeah,
roaches
when
in
he
the
actually
ring.
when he actually killed Sister Abigail or whatever, yeah,
Burn the house down.
burn the house down. I was like, yeah, this is
This has gone way too. But at the time, you think it's gone way too far. But I love it. I want to see what happens next.
right.
But
How far can they go
The
with
new
this?
character has the potential to make Bray Wyatt not the new, but the next maybe new and improved type Undertaker character. There's a mystique.
Right.
You never know when he's going to pop up.
Well, you need
When
it.
those lights go out, first of all, you don't want to see a 57-year-old man come out in a big
Thank
ass
you.
hat.
That's why you need this.
You need Bray Wyatt in
You
his
need a
30s,
replacement.
young.
Yes,
He
who
can
Who
move.
can do it for you again? Like
Right.
What we've been watching the Undertaker do has been sad, man. It's been like
I'm glad they opened with that match. Remember what we said about Super Showdown? They should have
Yeah.
put that match in the middle. At Extreme Rules, they opened with Reigns and Undertaker versus Drew and Shane. It's a good thing they did.
Yeah.
Because Undertaker looked terrible.
Oh, once again, he just needs to stop. Hey, it's funny.
Get
because,
your Hall of Fame ring, hug your beautiful wife, Michelle McCool, go make some babies, get the fuck out of the ring.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Be
Like,
that Monday night, this coming Monday night is Raw Reunion. They're going to bring back a bunch of old timers. Do that!
yeah.
But don't sully the ring anymore. You can't do it as
No.
much as you think you can with your new hip and your regrown hair and all that bullshit.
Nah, dude.
It
No.
doesn't work.
It's the sad part is like he showed you in that match against Goldberg.
Okay, it's
You s-
2019 right now.
Mhm.
11 years ago, WrestleMania, whatever number it was, Ric Flair's retirement match with Shawn Michaels. Still a fantastic match.
Incredible match.
When it was over, a buddy of mine looked at me and goes, "So are you sad?" I'm like, "No, this should have happened 2 years ago."
Mhm.
Flair, even at 58, was burying a lot of other guys with his work. But how much? I don't want to see. Who's the hot young baseball player on your team right now? Like not a rookie, but 5 years in, really lighting the world
Oh,
on fire.
freaking
I'd say Mookie Betts.
Mookie. Yeah, I could go with
Okay.
Mookie. I was gonna say.
So if you're a Red Sox fan, do you want to see Mookie Betts play 35 years?
God no.
No. I didn't want to see it when Don Mattingly retired a year before the Yankees won a championship, and Don Mattingly certainly deserved that. It was his time.
I didn't want to see Wade Boggs continue doing what he was doing.
Nope.
There's just because you're
Poppy.
thinking you're.
What about
Poppy is-
Poppy 2 years ago?
When Poppy won it in 2007, I thought he was going to retire then.
Same here.
I really did.
Go out
I
on
really
top.
did. And then
Do the Gretzky thing.
yeah, he did they did the 13 and I was like, wow, okay.
Yeah.
I guess it was
He was there, and he was killing it.
Yeah, but but then again we go back to the whole steroid thing, which is a subject for another show because his last season, I don't care how much you're pumped for.
At that age,
Sorry, man.
you don't crack 42 large.
No, you don't. No, you do not.
And I
No,
didn't-
you do not.
I didn't say it then because Poppy
No,
was
sir.
No, sir. Thank you. Fuck you. Bye. I didn't want to say it then, but when he cracks 42 large in his last season, I almost wanted to say, "Do you think he's hitting the juice?" I didn't want to piss you off,
Oh no,
but here we are, 2 years removed. You think he was hitting the juice?
Oh yeah, absolutely. There's no doubt in my mind.
Mitchell Report.
I knew he was hitting it then.
Right?
You know, it was like whatever. He's got to go with. You know. And if you're gonna think he can pull it off,
Give
after
Poppy credit.
especially the way that they pulled it off. And look, David, I love
And
you,
this
man.
is the.
I love you, dude.
Oh,
Look, I'm
okay.
a Sox fan. You know, I come on, dude. I love you to death. But I'm just trying to give it to you, the truth, okay? Because you're never gonna tell us the truth. But it worked out so
Nobody ever
perfectly
does.
for you. They had the whole steroid thing going on like a year before. So all these people, and you actually tested negative, so it worked out really good for you. But all these people, all the bells and whistles were over here. That gave Poppy one good year, one solid year to douse a couple of his mango salsas, if you will, and have the career year of his life. You know, I mean,
That's
who
awesome.
doesn't want to go out like that though?
No, everybody.
You know what I'm saying? Who
Go out
doesn't?
on top.
You know? And that's my point with the Undertaker, and I think your point with the Undertaker, and our point with bringing up Bray Wyatt is, like, Undertaker, you're done, man. We've seen the magic. We love the magic. Go to the WWE Network. You can go to the Loki and Droney website right now and sign up for it. We're the only ones that give you 30 days for free. It's
And
a fact.
you'll get starting today.
We're the
if
only
you
ones on that website that give it to you for 30 days.
If
for
you
free.
sign up today, you'll get
Why do you
SummerSlam
gotta
for
blow my
free.
spot up?
But you'd rather come out and see us when we get a venue. Think about it. You went to King of the Ring '97 just like I did.
Yes, loved it.
I went to WrestleMania 11 in Hartford.
Mm-hmm.
I've been to several Raw tapings. The hair's standing up on the back of my neck right now just thinking about it. That gong goes off,
Bong.
the lights go off, the purple uplighting comes up. The
It was even better
smoke.
when he was the Ministry.
Oh my God.
My
With that little rock riff too, and it was just
That was
Oh.
badass.
But you know
That
what?
was
You know what sucks even
badass.
more about that is the people that he's wrestling with are afraid to break him now.
Mhm.
So the
Right.
whole thing, like that Goldberg match, is probably a perfect example because Goldberg's not out of shape,
no.
Nobody can
At
accuse him of that.
51 years old, Goldberg can still go.
but he was afraid of breaking Undertaker.
I don't
Let's
blame
keep it
him.
real,
I don't blame him.
you
Yes.
know, because the guy's already walking around in crutches.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like one wrong move, I'm ending this guy's like physical ability.
Right, and nobody wants to do that to a fellow, worker
No,
or whatever.
exactly. And Goldberg, he's a big
But think
dude.
about
He
it this
could
way.
do it.
Think about it
Yes.
this way. Just a few weeks ago, the San Francisco Giants called up Mike Yastrzemski, grandson of Carl Yastrzemski. As much as Red Sox fans and non-Red Sox fans alike love Yaz, he's 70 plus. Do you want to see him march out there for one more run?
God, no. Because he's going to take a baseball to the head. I know it.
I don't want to see. Let me think back. Don Manning's first name to come to my mind, but I don't want to see Dave Winfield get back out on the field.
No.
I
Could
don't
you
want to see
imagine
Ricky
that?
Henderson trying to
That,
steal
that
bases.
that one pitcher just out there just throws just a basic fastball, but it just slips off his finger.
Right.
And then you think Don Mattingly's getting out of the way of that? Or
Nope, not at 50 plus,
you think
60
fucking-
near years old.
Yeah, exactly. I think yes, fuck
What
you the way
makes
that
Undertaker
fucking-
think at 56, 57 years old he can still go out and do it like he was 37 or 27? He got called. He got signed to WWE.
Dude,
I think he
everything
was
is fucked. Your
just shy
sight,
of 30,
your eyes.
Hey,
you
fuck
know,
it. Connery's got one more Bond in him. Let's do it.
right? He was 28 years old, if I'm doing my math right, when he started the Undertaker gimmick. Here we are 29 years later,
Mm-hmm.
and he's still going out there thinking he could do it. He's 56, 57 years old. Stop.
Yep.
It's not like playing a guitar. The Stones just sold out Gillette Stadium, and it's the Stones. Kiss is selling out all over the world.
So-
It's music. They're not out there putting somebody else's life on the line by hoisting them up and slamming them down and doing that.
My question for you guys then: do you think it's financial? Do you think he needs the money that bad?
I don't think he needs the money. I think the Saudis bought that show.
Unless Michelle McCool's fucking paying.
She's maxing out the credit
'Cause,
cards.
yeah, I'll tell you what.
Mark's got to do his bit.
She
Is he
didn't make a
still-
whole lot of money.
Even though it's sad to watch, is he still a draw?
Sadly, yes.
Yes, he is.
So
The name
here's-
itself.
The thing that bothers me though is we watched. It's like
As a
you know
matter of fact-
when you're a kid.
That is the answer.
When you're a kid, you didn't
It's a
really
draw.
notice how much Andre was suffering.
No, I know.
You know, now we watch those matches and we cringe because we know what he's going
Right.
through.
Well,
Prime example: Undertaker is booking, and he will not take less. Remember,
$25,000 a pop.
boom.
So
You don't think that name ain't fucking doing that?
I'm going to
What
go to your point.
what did Big Matt fucking pull up? He pulled up. It was Tony Atlas.
Tony Atlas and Blair Tugman that night.
What was it? What was the one with he actually drove up two wrestlers though? It was Al Snow and
Al
fucking,
Snow and Marty Jannetty.
So-
and Cowboy Bob Orton was
Yes,
there. The fight of the
yes.
century, Pacquiao and McGregor.
Yes. So he picked up all
Correct.
Marty's
Yes.
kind of tossed himself to the
right,
side.
right.
Marty
Al
Jannetty
Snow.
would have worked for a hot
Al
dog and a 30
Snow
rack.
is a big name and a very intelligent
He's
man.
still out there, and he just wrote a
Yep.
book. I want to read it.
Very intelligent fucking man. And Cowboy Bob Orton is a big fucking
Legend.
name. Just fucking legend.
And a hell of a
right.
nice guy. We've talked to him.
Right.
Amen.
Exactly. But you get these three guys for $6,000
Mhm.
and you drive them up. Undertaker is not doing anything for less than $25,000.
Big Matt would have had to carry Undertaker on his back, torture rack style, and walked from the airport. And I'm not picking on Big Matt. I'm saying for that money,
No,
you
just-
better
yeah.
be polishing his fucking toes on the way to the gig.
Here's my thing, though. And like I said, I brought up Andre. And if you've watched the Andre documentary, you saw Vince McMahon crying
Mm-hmm.
about it.
Yeah.
You know, that Andre was something
And
special.
I wanted to bring
So,
that up.
How can Vince really watch Undertaker and not be like, look, man, I'm taking you out of the game?
Because he's going to him.
Two reasons.
He's
And
saying,
before
I'm doing this.
Right. I'm going to answer your question. Two reasons. One, unlike Andre and his early 40s, when they did the WrestleMania bit, he was just shy of his 40th birthday.
Mhm.
And WrestleMania 3, he could still somewhat go.
But you can see the pain.
Fast forward 3 years to WrestleMania 6, where he doesn't get in the ring but for like 2 minutes, and that's just to beat up Heenan at the end of the match. And then it was over. That was his last
Yeah.
hurrah. You could see the difference in his body, in the way he moved, all of it. WrestleMania 3 was supposed to be his last hurrah. He had back surgery. Rob Reiner talks about it in that documentary, that Andre wore a special back brace. When they dropped Robin Wright, she was on wires, so Andre wouldn't hurt himself. Originally, he said, I'll catch her, boss. And they're like, no, we're not going to hurt you. You had back surgery months ago.
Yeah.
We're not going to do this to you. So, yeah, the end was near. But when you watch WrestleMania 3, even now, blind eye, it's now 32 years later, I actually watched that match not too long ago. He still looked good. He took those bumps. You could see the pain in his face. But now fast forward to 32-year-old Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 15 against Austin, and his face was green from pain with the bulging discs and whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
But there's a difference. Shawn Michaels is 220 pounds if he's an ounce. Andre's 4+, 5+ by the time WrestleMania 3 rolls around, 6+ by the time WrestleMania 6 rolls around. There's a difference. Undertaker can still go. He can't go like he used to, and that's what they're selling.
That's the rough part.
That's what they're selling. Is that this is the Undertaker, the mystique, the aura. But once that,
No,
and
that's
Bruce
exactly
Pritchard
what it
said it on our show, then the bell rings. It's all over.
Yeah.
You can catch Shane McMahon off the top rope with that goozle chokeslam all day long. What do you do after that?
You hope
It's
to God
over.
he's helping you up.
It's over.
Yeah.
For Undertaker, it's over.
My thing is like, I would be like, look, dude, listen, you're killing yourself up there. You know, I'll keep booking you. I'll keep paying the money. You know, but bro,
That's probably what it is.
You want
I'll pay. If I was Vince, I'd be like, bro, listen, I'll pay half the money. You be a personality on the brand. You're important to the brand. You know, we'll give you a show like Piper's Pit or something.
Mm-hmm.
Just, dude, I don't want to see you fucking crippled. It's like this is a man
Nobody
who
wants to
him
see
and his
that.
father have seen wrestlers crippled.
Yeah. But
die
at the
on
same
their
time-
watch?
but
Get
at the same time,
paralyzed
we don't
on
know
their
how
watch.
Mark
Yeah.
Calloway is. We don't
No.
know if he's really mean, Mark Calloway. He
No.
could be that. He
could
could
be
be
the
a
nicest
stubborn
guy in the world.
No, he could be that stubborn motherfucker that's just telling him, no, I'll eat my damn fucking aspirins and I'll be fucking happy.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I don't know Vince. He might be ruthless. You know, he's got to be somewhat to
All
be as
said and
successful
done,
as he is.
enjoy the legacy and don't tarnish it any
Yes.
further. You have a fantastic run. People hear the name or see him. If that bell goes off and he shows up and does a choke slam and walks away and gets a $10,000 payday that night,
Because I think I
Done.
personally think the Owen Hart thing was like a part of the decline for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it pushed people to the WCW.
Yeah.
You know, when they saw the way that was handled, and it's like, whoa. And then, you know, Bret Hart obviously has got the biggest mouth,
oh,
tells the
God.
truth,
Unfortunate. Well,
and people believed him.
tells his version of
Well,
the
yeah,
truth.
exactly.
Tells his version, but
It's
I
very
believe,
close.
I believe him.
80-20.
There's,
know?
yeah, I was going to say there's,
Well,
you know,
everybody's 80-20.
Bret
Nobody's
thinks-
100%.
Brett and Mike will tell you he's the Bret Hart guy. Brett thinks a lot of Brett.
Well,
oh,
of course
Brett's
he does.
Brett's biggest fucking fan.
Absolutely. Well, that's
But-
why he's the hitman.
Yeah.
Exactly. You got anything else to go around the table before we shut down?
I think,
One thing, it's somewhat wrestling related. Maria Menounos,
Yes.
who did a little thing with WWE for a while,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Inducted Bob Backlund into the Hall of Fame.
whose aunt and uncle run Pizza Pizzazz down the road,
Great place.
who is beautiful beyond belief,
Amazing.
was just on Celebrity Family Feud.
Ah.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
And Nikki Menounos apparently is her cousin and was my geography teacher
No
at Norwich Tech.
shit.
And who was the principal of Norwich Tech up until recently, where she is now an assistant superintendent of tech schools. I was like, holy shit. That
Wow.
means we're practically together, Maria Menounos.
Oh my God.
I love you.
That was not wrestling related.
That's kind of
No, but I just thought it was cool. I wanted to throw it out
kind
there.
of like 6 degrees of separation as to why Alexa Bliss and I are married.
Exactly.
Maybe.
He agrees. See, fucking Jabroni agrees with me for a change.
I
Fuck.
agree with you more
That's
often
because
than you
that was
think.
that was a crazy.
Fuck you,
statement.
Max. You don't know shit.
Yeah, I'm only
That was-
on
that
my
was a-
4th beer, Max.
That was a crazy statement.
All right.
That was
all right.
way
We're
too
not
much to the
together, but
Are you pulling that out of your ass right now? Is that
but
what
I will say this. I don't care if this is stereotyping, but the Greeks do not age. Miss Menounos still looks like she did when she was my teacher.
They have
God,
was
fucking
she cute then?
olive
she
oil,
was.
man.
They're beautiful.
Olive
She
oil.
was beautiful.
I wish
That
it-
is a beautiful family. That's all I'm gonna say.
You went to Ledyard High School like I did. Who was the cute math teacher? Her first name was Lisa. Starts with a D. It's a Greekish Italian name.
Oh fuck.
I
I don't think I.
De Felice
Defonzio.
Defanti.
Defonte.
Oh my God,
Yes,
was she
Defonte.
not the hottest thing going? There was the prom queen, and then there was Lisa Defanti. Oh my
True
God.
story. I was. I think I was at work or
No, you
something,
weren't.
and Pizza Pizzazz's Facebook, which I liked, quote quote, had a live stream going on. I'm like, what the hell's going on? I look, and Maria Menounos is eating a steak and cheese.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, Maria Menounos is eating a steak and cheese pizzazz, and I'm at work.
Right?
What the fuck?
I saw that same thing. I'm like, I could have just driven up there and asked her for an interview. We could have had her on the show.
Well, when I first actually moved up here, I went there for a slice because they do buy the slice. Delicious pizza if you
It's
happen to
amazing.
be in Killiney. And there was a cardboard cutout of her, life-size cutout. And I'm waiting for my slice to finish heating up, and I'm just kind of looking at her, I'm not thinking anything. And the wife is like heavy Greek accent, just like, you like her? I'm like, I'm just like, oh,
Is that a trick
Maria,
question?
I was like, Maria Menounos? Oh yeah, I love her. She's beautiful. Then she's like, shit-eating grin on her face, like, that's my niece. I'm like, get the fuck out.
No, I cannot because it is Sidious.
It is serious. He's a very important piece.
I popped Eddie.
Oh,
That's
oh
so good.
shit. Oh shit. Where is it? There it is.
Thank you.
He'll do a laugh too. Fuck it.
Tell me where that. Tell me that movie. Not anybody here at the table. Tell me that movie, and we'll send you a bumper sticker. Only if you're on the live feed. If you're doing
The
this
moral-
anywhere else, fuck you.
The moral of the story is it's a small world and we love you.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes,
It's a
absolutely.
Bill Hicks. It's an insane world, and I'm proud to be a part of it.
Amen. So before we close out, what's going on with our friends at the Basement Quest? Focus
I'm
Digital
fighting.
Network.
I'm fighting with AdSense right now.
Yeah,
So
we're
that is
we're
good.
not doing much until we move into the new place. Essentially,
Yeah.
Okay.
There's not going to be a
And can I
podcast or
get my
anything getting launched.
fucking microphones. I'm
Yeah,
waiting on hardware.
There is zero being launched until that phone gets into
okay.
effect.
We're gonna keep doing videos.
Oh
little
yeah,
videos
yeah.
here
We're
and
still
there.
keeping people entertained.
The Instagram is going nice. Twitter is fucking blowing up.
Nice.
I've been checking out everybody's game streams, meeting some cool people. When
it launches, it's gonna be on fire.
Good.
We already
we
got
do
the
the show.
follow.
The first show-
It's the funny thing is with the Loki and Jabroni show is we went in with 0 followers
we built.
and we built from that. And with this,
we're doing a little differently this time.
Yeah, with
so.
this we get the followers, and then we're gonna launch you get them excited for the launch, so to say. And
Good.
It's like really taking our time with this. I mean, it's
I am going to work on a couple of videos. I'm not going to get into it too much, but I'm going to talk about the new Supergirl costume and do a little quick video on that, discuss that. And I am working on creating miniatures on a budget video. I've already been doing some clips for that one, and that'll be on the YouTube channel.
we have it's called the 3D printer.
Speaking of, well, I'm going beyond that. Cheaper than that. Not everybody can afford a
Yeah,
3D
it's true.
printer.
True.
But speaking of YouTube, this channel now has its own URL.
Yes.
Yay!
So excited about that.
www.youtube.com/The Loki and Jabroni Show.
Right. Which means
it's a custom URL, but I wasn't able to change it.
That's okay.
But
You can still find
they
it.
picked it for me.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
yeah.
So thanks to 100 subscribers.
101 now.
101.
101. Yeah,
Fantastic.
It's all downhill from here.
It is.
Right?
It's
But,
fantastic.
so thanks to
man.
the fans. I'm going to reiterate the reviews on iTunes. There hasn't been a review in a long time. So we're really looking for that if you use iTunes.
I don't know if anybody even uses iTunes.
Oh yeah,
anymore.
there's enough. There's
They're out
plenty.
there.
Yeah.
I know they're out there. I
No,
ain't got
there's
an
plenty
iPhone.
of
Google
studios.
Podcast does not have a review system yet.
I know,
which
and it
drives
pisses
me
me
A
off.
nuts.
lot of the
because-
people that I turn the show on to use Apple Podcasts.
Well, then there's no reason why you shouldn't be reviewed on there.
Agreed.
All right, that's the thing. Apple Podcasts now, it's not really iTunes. It's part of iTunes. If you use iTunes on your computer, it's iTunes.
Right.
If you're using your phone, it's Apple Podcasts.
yes.
Leave a review on that. It's the same
Please.
it's
thing.
the purple icon.
Right.
Yes. Leave
Right.
4
We're-
or
we're
5
trying-
star reviews help.
We want to get, there's, like I said, we got a fucking shit ton of, and Android users. So,
Yeah, and they don't have a review system.
no.
So
Tell
it's
your
all
friends.
it's all algorithm based when it comes to that. So,
So for us Google, or for us, us Android
Androids.
users, we need to actually go onto a computer, and then we can go onto iTunes,
And then you can leave a
and
review.
then we can leave a review.
You, Max, leave
but
a review.
even then you need an Apple.
He might
ID,
have an
it's a
iTunes.
pain in the
he
ass.
might.
He might have an iPhone.
You can get iTunes on your PC.
Yes.
That's what
and
I'm
you
saying.
can
but
leave
he
that
might,
5-star
he might
review.
have an iPhone. We don't know.
All right. And as soon as Lynch gets off his dead lazy
I'll
ass
find
and
out as
talks
soon
to
as
you,
I find out what follower I lost tomorrow.
Yeah. As soon as Lynch gets off his dead lazy ass and talks to you, hoping to relaunch the My Journey with Music, that
Right.
would be great. That's a couple months down the road.
I think I still have the playlist somewhere. don't know.
I have all of them at my house, but I'm going to change the game. Once we relaunch, we're going to go back to basics. I'll do the ABC with all new A through I.
Well, you already got them. Might as well just keep going.
Fuck it.
There's
We'll do it that
downloads
way.
and shit.
If you know a NASCAR fan, if you love a NASCAR fan, if you hate a NASCAR fan, tomorrow night C&J Speed Review, 2 exciting races out of Kentucky.
If you don't want, no. If you hate them, you don't want to introduce them to that.
Yeah, you do, because then it gets me listens.
That's true too.
No one's gonna listen to you if they hate racing.
No, if they hate somebody and they like racing, be like, you like racing, you dirty redneck, toothless meth addict. I'm just making that up. Listen to this racing show that, whatever. I don't want to exclude anybody.
Crispy flake eating toothless meth addict motherfucker.
Yes,
How can you crispy eating when she got no fucking teeth?
that's
man.
what I'm saying.
Well,
you
actually,
know?
I don't know if it still is, but crispy flake used to be the official snack food in NASCAR.
Crispy flake.
I don't know anything about that.
It's potato chip down in
I
Talladega.
know what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That used to be the
They
official
sell it in
snack
South
food.
Carolina too. Yeah.
Used to be the official snack food in NASCAR.
Yeah.
crispy
Well,
flake.
everything is bugles and anything
I like me some
NASCAR
bugles.
can get money
I like
from
me some bugles.
would be like, Tasty Cake, the official snack food of NASCAR. Everything, the voice of NASCAR, all of that bullshit. Everything. NASCAR will slap
Pepsi
their Pepsi,
is
the
the-
official soft drink of NASCAR.
NASCAR,
Yet
yeah.
they have the Coca-Cola racing family every fucking race, and everybody finishes in 23rd.
And they're drinking Coke
Exactly.
on the official path of NASCAR.
Two great. The official bathwater of NASCAR. I'm in the wrong
Kohler,
fucking bit.
the official shitter of NASCAR.
Right? Oh,
All right,
my
guys.
Lord.
Make sure you
Can I finish the
get.
plug?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Do
I'm sorry.
plug.
All right, thank you. Sorry, I didn't mean to jump on you like that, but 2 exciting races. The Xfinity race was exciting, but the Cup race beat the shit out of it. A surprise winner that I did not see coming. The older brother beat the younger brother. Hashtag FKB. The
There
younger
we
one,
go.
not the older one. The older one was the winner. The younger one, hashtag FKB. And, by the way, don't know if you saw the picture. 2 years ago, we did the autism thing, the fundraiser, April fundraiser.
Yes.
Frank finally picked up his hat. He came to the house and watched the
Ah.
race with me. He loved it. I got a picture with him. I'll show it to you when we go off. But Frank was thrilled. It's
Nice.
right next to an autographed seat cushion by his favorite driver, Ryan Newman, that I gave to him about 10 years ago. And there it is. He's like, there, I put it in the spot of honor. So thank you again, Frank.
Speaking of our friends of the show, we have some competition out there now.
Oh my God! Talk about it because I
Yeah.
saw that earlier today,
Our good
and
friend,
she's killing it.
Our good friend Jim Lalamere's daughter,
Darby.
Darby is now doing the news,
Mhm.
and
Uh-oh.
she's got the board, and she's got
The
She's
pointer?
got a stack. She had sheets in front of her. She had a stack. She's serious.
She was killing it.
So you're serious? We might have to get out of the news business.
Yeah.
I,
I'll
I'm
show you
fine
that
with that.
compete.
I'm gonna show you
fine
that
with that.
video. Darby killed
Yeah.
it. Darb, if you're out there, man, we love you. That was awesome.
Yep, she's on the Facebook Live. Check it out. Look for Jim Lalamere, beer and cheese.
Yep.
And
Get him back.
Yeah.
He's right down the road now. Get him back.
Yes.
Yeah, we got him. Got him
I
for
know.
that.
All right. So Max, the official count is 4 and 3 for Eddie and Gatorade for Mike. Next week, hate to break this to you, but I'm coming off of vacation next Tuesday. It's going to be all iced tea all the time. Good luck counting that.
I think somebody got to you, man.
You know what?
Long Island iced tea, baby.
I love
This-
that. No.
This is probably like a 15-year-old or maybe 17-year-old snowflake, and you're letting like.
If
He's
I
probably
didn't,
11.
I love that. No,
No, I don't think he's 11.
No,
I
he's not
don't-
even a
I don't think
millennial.
he's 11.
Here's the deal.
No, I think
I-
he's a
I-
millennial.
I love-
He's a
do.
Gen
I
Y.
think he's a millennial. I think he's a
I
millennial.
love the fact
Gen
that,
Z, sorry.
I love the fact that he commented. I love the fact that he pointed that out. Some episodes worse than others, but you know what? I'm having fun with him. And hey, you're part of the family now, man. You commented.
I'm
you
gonna
watched
go
the show.
back and watch some episodes now.
Yeah, I want to count. I
It's
might
been a
do
while since I actually went back and did homework and watched some episodes. Now I'm gonna be like, which ones is he watching?
No, I'm here. Let me do this real quick.
Got me thinking.
Every time you hear this, it's not always me because Mike brings cans sometimes too.
I don't put it up to the mic though.
No, but this time I did. So
And actually, I usually have bottles.
a lot of times you do, but sometimes like that Tiger
when
beer.
Yeah,
and-
we were on the Tiger beer diet there.
yeah.
that was one time.
Oh,
Yeah, but you stretched that out a
it
few
tasted.
weeks.
No, there was only 4 beers,
It
and
took a whole.
and actually somebody drank the
somebody
last
drank
one.
the last Tiger beer. I don't know who it
Yeah,
was.
dude.
You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
now that the stepson has moved out, I gotta say, I leave the studio unlocked. No, I tried that Tiger beer. He handed it to me. I was like, don't ever put that shit in my mouth again. I sounded like the prom queen. Don't put that shit in my mouth again. Or somebody
There was
R.
a
Kelly
couple.
knows.
There was a couple things down there that disappeared.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
had a few of my. One time I had the black and tans.
Yes.
Those
And
I
you
had
know I
like
don't drink those.
3 freaking
Yeah.
black and tans left. Those
Gone.
were gone.
I think didn't I lose something?
Yes, you did. And it's
One of
time
There's
my,
a
to
few
make.
things.
One of my either the Reachfuls or the
Didn't you have an IPA or a couple IPAs?
I had a couple
missing?
IPAs go
yeah.
missing.
Yeah,
But
that was
maybe-
early in the game.
yeah, but maybe now it's time because the Tiger beer was after the stepson moved out, and I was worried that not only some of our Crown Royal went missing too.
You mean Billy?
That no, Brett. The wild turkey bottle is now at half, where
The
none of us
bourbon
drink
mash is in
fucking
Yeah, but that last can recently just disappeared. Remember?
within the
You-
last 3 weeks. But I haven't been locking it because everybody's gone. I figure, okay, open.
So what? He's just
open
rolling
Jones.
down there.
No, I they don't watch, so I can say this. I think that neighbor Jones, not the woman but the man,
okay.
knows I have the gimmick chamber down there.
well, the whole world knows there's a gimmick chamber.
Oh yeah,
Well,
well,
now, yeah.
so time to start locking the lock.
Yep. Gonna have
I
to.
go down there on Wednesday nights. I know I have what I have down there. I've already inventoried everything. That Jameson that I bought you, the Jameson IPA whiskey,
Yeah.
that started to get a little low. No, can't have it anymore.
Oh, yeah.
You can do a lot of things to me. Don't hurt my family. Don't hurt my woman. Don't steal my alcohol. It's that simple.
It's all right. The new studio will be an
Alcohol's fucking
undisclosed
expensive,
location.
dude.
And I'm
It's
bringing.
expensive.
I might bring the gimmick chamber with me.
You can get the
There's-
cheaper alcohol, but
There's
then you just
two
get a fucking
gimmick chambers there.
Is it going to be next to where we record?
There's two.
Is it going to be next to where we record?
There is two.
Still not an answer. Hey,
How about yes?
Alexandra.
How about yes?
There will be two.
Yes, next to you.
I'm gonna buy
Two.
it. Because I've been the gimmick runner. Somebody says, hey, give me gimmick.
There's
runner."
one off to the left, and there's one right under.
Do that move again. Right under. You guys can't see Eddie, but he's like.
He's fingering.
He's fingering
He's finger
somebody.
fucking.
You'll be finger banging it too, and you're
He's
like,
finger-
holy shit, I love this place.
Maybe I will. So we'll have
And
a-
the wine cooler chamber will be down there as well.
not bad. You can put whiskey in there.
Well, I'm
That's a great idea.
gonna stock it with wine.
It's a great
Good
idea.
deal.
Have some
good
wine
deal.
in there.
Also, another great idea is bringing back Jim Larimer.
We're gonna bring Jim Lollimer.
I think that's a great idea.
Damn it! Before we leave this studio, Jim Lollimer, in the middle, beer and cheese Jones.
I think that'd be great.
The new one's not too far from here.
Doesn't matter. Sooner than later.
Yeah, I think it's great.
There's-
And bring Darby. She can teach us how to podcast.
There's more room for cheese.
We can give
now
her.
at the
We
new
can
place.
give her a little segment while we're eating some cheese. And she
Hell
can do
yeah,
the
we'll
fucking
step
news.
to the side. She can
Boom.
sit here right in front of the camera and, hey, today an IKEA truck fucking broke down. I'll share that video with you guys. You got to hear this. She is
Oh,
amazing.
it's awesome. It's awesome. But if she can do this show, she's gonna have to say motherfucker.
No, that's Alex. And we'll sit Alex right down. They can do the news together. In the motherfucking news. And
In the motherfucking news, this motherfucking IKEA
last,
truck.
Last week before I came here, I stopped by there. I dropped Jim off Joey Casada's book, Start With a Dream. And Alex pulled me aside. She goes, the worst thing I ever did was said motherfucker on your show. I'm like, Alex, why? People loved it. She goes, yeah, but my mom heard it.
Yep.
I'm like, how bad did it hurt? She goes, I got over it the next day. I'm like, so why is it the worst thing you ever did? Because for that 24 hours, my mom was pissed. Like, well, you got over it, didn't you?
Yep.
Did you die? That's how you learn.
Was she motherfucking pissed?
I don't know. I
obviously
didn't get
not,
that far into the
Because
conversation.
it only lasted a day. Motherfucking piss is 2 to 3 days, buddy.
Anyway, kids say worse things.
All right,
folks.
guys.
Exactly.
Hey, share that URL like it's going out of style.
www.youtube.com/The Loki and Jabroni Show, spelled out.
The Loki and
Yes.
Jabroni
Or
show.
you can just go to loganjabroni.com.
Yep. And
Get all your
that, of course.
goodies.
No.
you need
take-
to go there anyway
Go
to
there
shop Amazon or any one of our great affiliates.
Yeah.
Donate to the show, www.patreon.com.
I know you're buying shit from Amazon.
Yes.
So all you got to do is just fucking go there and then
Yeah.
go to the
It's
affiliate.
fucking Prime Day.
know- I
Ain't nobody
know.
been clicking.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Where are you, Mark?
Prime Day is still going till midnight, so
Oh,
it's
today's
not
Prime Day? I wish I
Yesterday and
wasn't
today.
broke.
Yeah.
ditto. And I wouldn't be broke if people would shop on fucking Prime Day
Or donate
like
to
in the
the show.
Olympics. You know, we wouldn't be broke.
Thank you. Thank you.
Close it out, kid.
Max, we could have all had like 12 beers today. If
Watch,
fucking if
Max is gonna shop like a motherfucker today.
I'm gonna love it.
If he's
yes.
listening.
If
Right.
Max wants to shop, he should go to the monthly club
Amazon.
and buy the beer of the month club.
He's,
I
dude, he
still
just
don't
said he's
think-
12.
He's not 12.
I don't think he's 12. I just don't think he's of
He
age.
speaks way too well for an adult.
Wow.
I agree.
On that note,
that shit should have. That would have been like Miss.
Right? wow.
With that.
What button did he hit?
I didn't
Nothing
hear
happened.
Hit the drum.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear the rim shot.
But anyways, guys, there
we
it
go.
is. Make sure you guys share the shit out of that. Make sure, please. I mean, come on. There's what 3-4 hours left of fucking Prime and nothing. Click, motherfucker,
away.
click.
Click away.
That's all. And well, because you're never gonna go there anyways. But Patreon, because free money.
Yeah, right.
WWE Shop. WD Network.
Mm-hmm.
Monthly Club.
Amazon.
Amazon. We got a great Chicago State Company.
Yes.
Oh, that looks fantastic. I'm definitely
Get ready for football season. Pro Football Focus. Subscribe to there. Get all the stats. Up your fantasy football game. Whoop
Yes.
your friend's ass with
Good
an elite
point,
membership.
because as soon as Yahoo goes up, we are starting this year. We've talked about it for 2 years. It's
we're
going to
playing.
happen. The Loki and Jabroni Football League on Yahoo, free to play.
Yep.
You can be either in the Loki division, you can be in the Jabroni division. Eddie, whenever you sign up, determines which division you're in. Mike and I will obviously have to sign up first to set the divisions.
Yep.
And then we're going to accept 12 players. So we're 2, that leaves 10 spots. You're 3, that leaves 9
And if you saw our
spots.
predictions last year, we're ripe for the ass whooping.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
we are.
Yes.
And the 3 of us are going to talk about a special prize for the winner of the Loki and Jabroni Show Football League on Yahoo. As soon as that goes out, we'll send it out. I might say a $5 donation per month for 1 year gets you in to the Loki and Jabroni Show League. I think that's important. I think we can do it.
Well, yeah.
I'll put it on the Patreon.
We'd have to do something like that because, if we're gonna get like a trophy or something like that,
We just can't give-
memorable,
we just can't give
we
shit
just
away.
can't give it out of our pockets. Exactly. That shit's got to stop, people.
Right.
Broke as fucking shit.
You get enough free shit from us. It's time to give back.
Yes, I agree with that statement. I do agree with that statement. Give back. Give to the Patreon. We have so many good things that you guys can just give back to that won't hurt you that bad.
Right.
We love you guys.
Peace
We've
out.
we're here all the time for you.
On demand.
Be here for us.
And there's the Nickelback music.